Malungil tutol mirar ada rogoy, malungil tutol mirar president junior, vice president tergidal, Madam Udo senior, kami war minister sa rogoy, maltmer mo dal masang mi rogoy ngartiang amal, ngadi ka kurang omrael mura ikrel babal daw magiker mang, maltmer mo dal masang mi ngartiang rogoy, akbo puntrirar senators. Mal welcome ka president ka minister Udoy mereka mga lomral blowing lutal normal dim nakakurang ral buta ungil kuramo kriyon mergid mang ogi usel lulda sulwase kamlamor omray lemay makote babot ka Swiss lobanggela ay kal tablol blara ulbira kalulaw po takaw ng ilwasing lawang ra umrole mal mong emay mo pantira senator se malot ker ka no se mal may
ako mesa ay gal kamera presidenting murgulo se kita naamal tumala video gidelo katengel arang nila ikal tablon player olvira krulaw ma minister sa kaul kung sa teding at rogoy na first time return ra compact unsay nga memorandum kire la compact of free association kung marada house welcome ra kaw madengel wasing sem do more than twice in hindi akal over at 3 times hindi ngarba para twice Agi delegate se presidente madengeno siya aklong yole la bom sign ringi amat klor ngi me tenger el mora state government ma kung te delegate se welcome barkau welcome la minister sa kau dia ko dengar se by design din katengel mal ministerial protocol minister sa ngartian once in a while tiwa el February for Sunday, for Saturday. Ngora once in a 823 years and cook morning segil time for Sundays, 4 weeks, you know. Makwel kamar ka umtira delegates I hope ang mo sa emel. Madangay lo sing ngora titwo korkan au ay segil rogoy. Aktim madangay lo siya ay na umumdung should be enough for us to be happy. Sulak.
Malungil tuta President ra Senate magami rogol senators tirikan mal aging artel arungol cabinet kumesar senators matamangal ng artel rogol dirikal dirikal korabi klaso do duro kadi mura state Diri kan malungit tuta speaker marugol delegates cloud to tell morar other belaw kita maram le kamangal omrolev serada tawder bela kadam no sedel mirsel inauguration ora abesel governor ablura saibal malmol mitra minister gidra minister udu ya negotiator compact gid kadam nara Los Angeles Lobangel witness sel saing ra MOU malmora UAE ma Saudi Arabia mangora te leather miskin trip report but at the same time gora the update rigidra igel kumra sa tiawa first leadership meeting rigidra al uk 2023 mesagel niya gora close to trail ada dul girel ma otro ule akabay sokal mutal-teal merenga suliw ra no sedel magalorior Vice President Mario Racquember first drum roll del mora Washington el kadamlom kada mesa Secretary of State Interior ma Secretary of Defense dire da borse kadamlora indo paycam serada Marcelo Morales en kadamle bagatakla al dada mo ablo amrigel كده سيل مل الدو الميرار تملا ترامب awanera tretal ng raalsel. Tol dulus peri waseng unacceptable. Makpanang asulur sel confidential pilsa negotiating team masupport. Selectaseng support temnos in miskit seludo del dulbal el mlara labiesterit. Le segunda seng man le klautu tel ngari labiesterit del mol dos peri leng driabol mereka ureret. Di klautu tel ngari labiesterit del help rigidera aureur. Gida tiam nombre kada man le tokal time sel tania tel del manam ramregel le dosi krole le mit tigel adol bira blue ramregel. Le gida amlem dengelo ase tigira negotiating team na blue ramregel ase ndi tiagi de selgim bills kami adi segi de mergom nam da katsa amal luliang odama gadalem denga ase adol mol mengar segi del tretal ende kal sebe del ngwa sel ya odom dosa seng tergibel uk ngoriak kasel leblani mang ngulmula yegi del meeting lam tira Congress ramregel tiram lotma ya bailusi aleren mora Biden lo asem change na negotiator lemle tinga de ramregel lo ase alolmol mangal negotiator ngari de kal sebel loba ara ngarela blue ramregel ikadam kara adadu Magdam longal tanga tercera march se last el bablinga de Mora Biden only to asem sige af mumlo se lengegi del ambassador Yunel ya a special envoy on compact negotiations. Se uno close to telela for the first time brigada baim le elevator tial back to the White House. Mral madala Biden lorol al giret lo gada lorol lo bangel. Mang imlaway segi de katamalmol meng mrala al dadu sera September emnosel ngaisel meeting ara Pacific el morning ra Washington mendere kal qoramlo omring la tokol dadu mga kama tilob da bay mora syabal mo attendera kamel dele la abe mameo del mora blue ramrigen ndi amle tinged mora blue ramrigen ase al sumen de al moda igel tokor al sel gibom saingeri de kengeri toy en ade al samalego se agora amle al dadu el marael betegel ambassador yeda milus el mortir ma maria tokol al sel el statement lo hace como siga basic resources mang agumra lo hace sel le color yeda walela wase ngiredro tin mara blur amregel wase ngerut tokoy agot defense ra blur belau close to telen di dire kan mak close to telen economic security mungiril ngatmok ra tokor economic security ado sadara defense ra blur belau mrania defense ra blur amregel mang adorur tial tokoy ngire lungir kami ungir kamam de kadilo makpitang mang aktimun morsegi de paingun sa negotiator yid mo update yid emral to speaker ngaregel se del share madega bol se del share and maybe akmere negotiator masadalen akuk mosmada de kalige kal masaod may se dinga kamral dimreng asulara dolbira support kami masel kaltareng argid ladage oror tel oror leng sel da rung la duram regel ang beot sel lokora to ka kakro sululda so ngi amringan ndi sel da rungol loba imol tokol morablo amrigelo ase tiari agi mangeri ya adam rigelo ordens komam sula minister.
Thank you, Mr. President, and good morning, President of the Senate and Speaker, Senators, delegates, and Happy New Year to everyone, and welcome back to Maralong, Delegate. Nice to see you again. So, what the President said is very relevant. A lot of what we've been able to do has been because of the support of the OEK and the trust that you've put in our team. We have shared a lot of information with you along the way. It's important that we don't disclose too much at this time. While we did sign a memorandum of understanding with the U.S. negotiator, this is not an official document. This is a demonstration of commitment for the economic package for the Compact of Free Association. And the importance of this document, the primary importance, is this is allows us, or allows the U.S. government to submit a proposal to Congress in the FY24 budget bill. As you know, the compact is scheduled to end in FY25. So one of the importance of this MOU is that we try to get money 1 year earlier. And this is something that the U.S. negotiating team recognizes. Palau is under a lot of pressure, fiscal pressure right now, because our tourism has not recovered and we had to borrow money to be able to find our way through this difficult economic time. So that's a very significant part of why we did this. And I'm very happy to report that we were number one. The U.S., although we negotiate with the U.S. as a single country, the U.S. is negotiating with 3 FAS countries. We were the first to sign, and I think that's also significant. It shows leadership and it shows commitment to work with the United States. And we made a lot of noise in saying this was unacceptable and things need to be different, and I think that made a difference. So we were first, and RMI has signed, and I'm not sure if FSM has signed yet, but they have their own issues that they're working on. So I would also like to say that through this process, you know, we started this in the last administration, and then we told the U.S. this was unacceptable the way it stood, and then we waited until the U.S. took action. And meaning we lost some time. One of the first things that we did was take action immediately on things that we could take action on outside of the compact. And this was also with the suggestion of the negotiating team. So after our first discussion, we started talking to several U.S. departments, and the visits to U.S. Congress resulted in several bills, including one involving Veterans Affairs that is moving forward. So while we are still negotiating the actual compact, which we expect to finalize and sign in Washington, D.C. by the President Whips and President Biden in April, we are still proceeding with the other work that's necessary on things outside of the compact that require legislative change or other arrangements, as well as agencies that we can work with now. So as an example, one of the, I think I mentioned in one of my previous briefings to you, that we were very interested in talking or getting assistance from DFC. DFC is what used to be called OPIC. We had access to OPIC under the original compact. They've changed OPIC into DFC, Development Finance Corporation. Well, while we were in Washington, we were also meeting with DFC and the Trade Development Authority and JBIC from Japan, who works closely with them, and the Australians. So we are working on trying to get assistance now outside of the compact, but this started because of our discussions with the negotiator and the other parties that we're working with. So I want to make sure I note that because work is already starting, even though we haven't finalized the compact. So I'll give you a few, I think, high-level points that you might be interested in, and I won't contradict statements that the media has made the public about the package. First, I think it's important to note that if it wasn't for our negotiation, we would receive $2 million in maintenance assistance per year. and then we would be able to draw 15 million from the trust fund. That is the way it is now, right now, at this time. Under the negotiations, we will start receiving economic assistance again, meaning we have less pressure on our trust fund. We don't need to draw from our trust fund, but we can. And I think that's a very significant help to Palau, because we need to focus on developing our economy. And this is a way that takes pressure off of Palau from economic shocks like the pandemic causing our tourism to dry up, as well as the climate-related shocks like typhoons and stuff that put us backwards. I know there was a request, I believe it was from the Council of Chiefs, to make sure that we consider inflation in our package. We have in this MOU agreement for inflation adjustment. The details of the specific adjustment are still to be negotiated, but the commitment is there that this will be negotiated. One of the critical challenges that we have in finance ministry is the debt that we took to finance our government operations and support the social programs during this crisis. The U.S. government has taken note of that, and they are supportive of giving us help to deal with the debt that we've taken. So that's, I think, a very big achievement and something that we worked hard to get, and I think it will make a difference starting as early as FY24. So back to the cycle, it was important that we signed on this last trip so that the U.S. President can put this request into the budget bill. Now it goes through Congress, but we should, depending on their politics, be able to get a commitment from U.S. Congress for funding for our budget in FY24. And that's, what we're expecting by October this year. So if everything works out well, this is what we are hopeful for. If the U.S. government, the executive branch, is supportive of this, I think there's a good chance that we can rely on support for FY24, which I think will help us in the current fiscal situation that we're in. There are other things that are in the MOU or mentioned in the MOU that I think are also significant, not necessarily part of the financial package, but in the compact, we are scheduled to end our federal services, our federal programs. This is something that the U.S. has agreed to continue. Which ones in particular, the certain ones that we are looking for, including FEMA and the Postal Service, are being worked on. So we're thankful for the U.S. team to consider our requests, and they understand why we're asking. Again, the way we put it to them was we are trying to reduce the volatility in economic and climate-related shocks to our country to allow us the space to focus on growth. One of the more important parts of the compact that happened after the 15th year review was the Economic Advisory Group. Our U.S. negotiator is an economist, and he's very supportive of this. So we are working on he's supporting us to continue the Economic Advisory Group that was supposed to end next year. So we're hopeful that this will continue. In that, as far as that group's efforts are concerned, we're planning on meeting in Washington in March of this year, and we should have a report by the summer that we can share with you on the group's recommendations for economic advice. The term that we are talking about in this agreement is 20 years. As in the current language of the compact, there is one more review that is scheduled. In this MOU, we are asking for continuous reviews. For the economic activity, the economic work, that will be under the EAG annually. economic review and economic report. But for the compact itself, where we review the agreement, it'll be every 10 years. One of the main concerns with economists when we are looking at the economic package is that if the U.S. continues to give us grants, at the end of 20 years, we're going to be facing a fiscal cliff. So that is a big danger for the economists who like to be conservative when they project. Our negotiations are that as long as we continue to give U.S. rights to our defense and denial rights for any other country, we will continue to receive assistance from them. So while the agreement is for 20 years, we can sort of say that this is perpetual, and the next negotiating team doesn't need to start from zero. So this was an important step in our deliberations with the U.S. And let's see if this language can be kept in the agreement once it's finalized. But this is something I think that is very important for our country and for us in the leadership right now to continue to persist, to be determined to have this position. So I think that's the one thing I wanted to end with. I do have some comments on tax, if we have the time to discuss that. I hope it's good news, but once we get to that part, I'm happy to grab the mic again and share with you what we're doing at this time. Thank you.
Sula Minister hale kulturge President mas speaker di pok duigel tokor belal mortrigel sumtia possibling mora apa belu elo koramo dangali tial ak mesa kada recorder tial meeting ergidem mang ako trule sadong tial emrang asule la negotiator ergidem team ergi raurerir gida waseng team work olbil magia executive branch ma team amnet magi gida amrur tial ureret kautu tel bodo dangalia tial MOU el blel signing gal negotiator gida waldil bada saigel el togol el ngia mrigela boda gal mrul el waltiblo torgok mang Seela President Biden lo sis brayo sang angangil niya moldar singin mor olbir el February mang adire kalultur se Mr. Udueng aulan de kalse del malo toda igel mal komagal detail el agreement el mora public mang kada ni trakalore ngara adrablu igel di igel ko to tel ngar sel tel agreement igel momdang ase dol tirakra yosang angit Michael said them la alsa compact el arraga kada wa 15 million ra trust fund ma 2 million ra maintenance next year mo sisiu wal 15 million ra trust fund walo 2 million ra maintenance ese wal girel mo ulo bangalel tiagidro compact al bangara alsel egidok masawadr sel lengalakra 2024 mo awal 2025 أولم لكلو تطرل تلمو يا دسائن رني أمري صدر السيس برتيال كامباكت ريد را 2024 إذا أنا أولم كلو تطرل ويجل دلو مينستر هذا أمريكا لام دعيل واسيكيدا سيدي سبرا غوغيد ملهم بتار بسولا جيزار جيد مدعيل واسيكيدا ملهم عودو دل هم لو رقاب المنتر جيد ريال التايم مدعيل واسيكيدا ريق المال ملا من عبتقل ودو من على مصر جايز أريد قليل لقل سال مريض المجيز مال دكتورة يوسان أنغرا 2024 سال أكسب كليدرا يوسان أنغريد لين نعم قدر أملاك مورا يل سيدر ملين الوضوء درا أو كيرل تيل تقرا كوفيد من سيد سال لونيل الدولة مجيل أبلور أمريكا واسه مسك مام مساجل نلسك سام يا economic security أكلو تطلل من تمسكيت سيد التعال واسكذا وادو جدي تيان الأول البول مريقرا 49 year compact سيدك ملوي شيء تيال assistant الدوسة دنيا مريقرا 49 year compact تريد Hindi sel dire kal tilo al sel tiala mo close to tel bodo dongali. Amregela da amla basically mla kong ilo ase. Hindi kal stop anges or sel 2044. Mol lengalak karse. Saya I think saya close to tel dire kal bodo dongali leng kita ablo ol masada tel wase kata graduate Oye, hindi saludo da trasfanda dolari kita kira di graduate. Di Amerika lamlamo blakatak lo ase. Al sum mangaria dal will tira ngani ros pergit. Git mangaria agirel long sergit. Segida umda seng mle tibel mod tel tretara aladu. Ngaria los pergit. Git mangaria dos pergit tir. Ngogi segida lo will aladu tira mal long sergit. Dira cloud to trela kadmaya segel tokolon bladangay egel duday tringia el alto 2024 gida satel hara yellon mamrigela al selti agreement awal biskida udo del girela gida el togora harara blals dira kalngari atwa udo del girela togora wa maintenance ma infrastructure dira kal sel kumda sen dira cloud to trela dira kal الضوء الجريلا inflation الغدمية سعر لا أسأكل لا مران ورا من دخل fixed على ما تراودو دو غير غير inflation adjustment لو بنجل من كنا نشوفهم سمريال ممسين مال تلاقي لودو دو مورجير مجير ما تلا مرا state دي كهالن دريق الباس را كونغرس را بلو رامريجل سيدرا سيل 2009 agreement كنا نشوفهم لساني يا president توريبيون Ding lo 2018 ng lola. Waise, kita wa bla bal titel toy. Kadora wa dirigal sana sel final agreement and di already on tidangar olbi ram ablu ram regel sta tauriol girel hopefully ndi kadru tel mil waise gidel 8 years se awulan girel continuous sel dulom tiradar olbi ablu ram regel. Kita mna sem le change agreement ablu ram regel. Ma house rel al controlling tigel Republicans Republicans are saying, "Gira de lo ngosong sila yosang ang argin de kalged raise the debt ceiling." To kay gel lolokoy. Di akum da saying sel del will gid ram tirti gid el adro olbil marad ram regel gid del malmon milisi ringi. Leng akum da sel boltegel tetele la security rablo ram regel en Democrats ma Republicans akong ilo aseng close to tele. Ese aula tangar bela security rablo ram regel. Mang kada hopefully sel I see ya tara dirikan no se del ngod irtiang adram riger seral hotel moda dorgi de to ase to spera to el discretionary funding malsum discretionary en bekra kal gor omesa se ngari audo den diagi kada di كذي ذي لو هذا أمريكي لو سيا فرصة كم بكتر كمان ما مالني بلغتاق التقرأ على سلا mandatory spending وجه تريجت مارينو سمايلين ملا رسم مورين سي mandatory spending إلى كذا واسيتيال دلويل لك لو ترتلل ملا كبو عامل سيلبول سوميم ها no mandatory سيكلو ترتل بدون لين كذا ملا أمكات كرام أمريكي لو سي كلو ترتل تيال دلويل di kadi mol gori rangor kom mol ol trir omrul hopefully hindi ka boda idal 8 years el mir til pasnir ol bira kalulaw siya color gid rasen di el 2024 mo to ko akmayo la se radrablu adri amal sorin mo mnge detail di sige de blalo to de asadora to talo se double sel mlego lekot awurin serkara radio to ta oram sa adri ding kadang saya gid lo ure kada do di dol mol malmingil kada mirar se lidar FSM la mo saing dik medut mo saing selbol saing gid asa dan mora Washington ro ko saing ara April di regal taral dilia minister udu ya kidam le kotel saing ela rather FSM 2023 walulu bangala kampak tertir matumomura igida wada advance ra 1 year saya upno tealal si el mergid wa sikat anba advance ra 1 year mong maule kada se dia kama ma katmok le el saying let's move forward Wagel tingin la pastor musik tingin ara pero failure tingin ara forward among omal musulangi adang kada mora to kora kampakteng ngari kora swamil clarify ruera da bora okay abong
Item sila sa clarification ringi. Hospital thermal maintenance assistant ko siya 2024 kanya 50 million dapat that trust fund dos ringi 2 million. Shell maintenance assistant siya imi ringi. What does it mean? Direct kung respect ringi minister siya lo sa atra asing adam bigay dilo asing silkot offer asit up to 200 million. Hindi because of maintenance and terrible. Siya ko tagadig ngani ong lerong.
Ay pagkatakli sel nga kamil sa other sel $1 el all time. Kada malara 15 million na trust fund siya umalura budget rigidra el all time. Ma 2 million el maintenance el ultuir sel 2009 agreement. Siya $1 every year. Humudultuir siya 2024 sel ukwal tobdra omsanga na blo american merbelo adi 2 million.
Maintenance ng segidel extra 2 million.
Why say sel mga nuklar wara el mga tel na infrastructure. Sulang.
Kita ang error clarification that's niya minister toward the end tiya sel nara memo MOU el malbakatakl bigela kora sel MOU walo muul bigela wal kita meni akadini wal reinforce sel PCIR ngara original compact tora defense mal state wal dulasi ay kagida amol mol migel dik PCIR bigel under the compact defense di kausian explain toward the end the minister was it yal defense sa alangarnya monetary value ngil di moral may as other than ay kaigil kuklam makaril pudi kam akarin di kalabod la tora financing segita ko ram desokal di clear ngilo asing meramam di gela mal le enforce ra actually under the compact that yal MOU that tora defense yal even at tiagidel the mol ngaringia mo unges will am I correct to assume that
Kami de dulu to clarify ka sel go get a term MOU lo asing masada tora defense.
data sila MOU according to the news. El Miguel amle be enforce ay kel provision tora defense nga al seltial original compact. Makasi nga mam digila man interested sel toy. Nga kita minister toward the end aleng kasi possibly lang mo yung financial support na military coming outside ay kaya guk lam bosaw del tora auto
malway se senator cloud to telela do maklat kara blur am regel wase tial defense kami ngar al sela blur belaw au leng girel mal mas kama mangeso seguida sea do bal leng ngel u kono se orgidel advisor orgidel ngara regel wase Ndekal sila Miguel dingari lolari kami lang aral molari tial agreement tagirel mang kada maklat kertil waseng ngaringia alolari kita ngari dos peri
besta lakon tilagal ito di bu sem nornya issue kamamra senate ega nara TV mar arbelam tingi sel bill na saudara a national security coordinator direct morning discussion lo as tigal soltao gram tiyo mi pais sa bulur belaw keep it technical gertas kogi mangarang mung segi lang au gil bol clear kasi defense am dikela temolmol club gol togol mortir la defense kid migidel direct la belaw la kanya au gil ngar al seli dingora mo to question na bulu kasi igra isya mar soltar am dikela matakala sulang
ngora awulen mleklo to telela do sader seguidel tegol wase seguidel lamel tela blur am regel mera blur belaw el gida mil stir wala compact el gida la defense adegal dil defense el mera bel wadra blur belan degal defense el mera blur am regel se de inul mastrir ese moment el original design compact en wall seguido el cliché radim el mol diudo damra el modiak من جيرد المتقليل واسي سير كليسي عمل مول ما عنيسو من جير المول دي قال جير هاي قال تقول السيبريت من مرة واسي سيناتور كده سير هذا واقع باكت يقدر لما مستري سيد كليسي تيجي سيل مت مرة اني تامل ده قرار ريبورت مريض دي مسويش مقتدر انجل ناشونال سكيورتي كوردينيتور اباي هيلب بريد مقدمهم دين الورول سيدا اباي momento asingara igel sedel tmagal adadu urol girel mung sulang agere hopefully sel clarifier sel sulang kabong delegate sulablay
Mansole presidente malungil tutau kodo mesra compact embal beto ka agel urel gel matmok gautel nga negotiation merurgi ya belu hope ko asing ngel mom katmok lamal beto lurior gautel ko wasi agel almost lige gidro kung alset provision na compact ka negotiate ang momrael lurior merbelau mang malungil ikamama bay o mesel gao ulang kasi mlulang alem mre taikal makatmok mabolungil ablu amangil kuasa naman daw kasi tial toko ngora mo oy ngarang ablu na mo awer kasi daytay awer abol toko akampakta bolurior leng agi tungula bilio ang diwa gelo ko senator Isal askogi sesep orang yau betul beliau marsoldo amal betul nggak beliau agak beliau kasih ngarang-ngarangi mang gidi ogi ulem kasih betul kau ngiludol meralmel gini lah belur belau and like I said I hope jangan beliau belau omisai kayak gitu betul ludol nggak saya kampak kautan negotiate yang mau omu lah aurelel el mal mau ngil lol ngasih belau sulang ya presiden.
Musubese delegate trablilio en bral togar adra ambrige lo mais rablu digida seragi bora indo pay cam ra semble augustra 2021 ese vice president Mario lulu kita kadam netmak sera da bonge nara toro tiliran mora admiral Akalino akwase kita como merela de turist en mera blumam ma yeli termilo ase yele dilil guradi didur turuk tapal bol cruise ship el meldigra blumam to se hale la mos pe igal dilam lo ase ga cruise ship ga diala raurior ma di umral waise aiga ukteal tirame through igal program artir for example la blura blilio ngaria kung da se tangara okol mel soldal ngarsei la bay tigari permanent tourist la motarra lang arsi oy eleng at least the local el help rablu magayza rablu and I think segida direct local mes segida de cultura compact se ukti defense and burur sel ngaralen kida direct meno se of course kadangara will time da ko se will time it is all time ile amregela ukpi kritial tetela sina oy mun soril lolis udertir sengar belang soril gor olis tiro sa kam tial ngartiang tia bluma me kama matokobet tial del willer kama ngela bluram regel regel timeline minister semel korashira regel timeline belaska adeligate kam se timeline ra se dala loai sera da blu akoteng sel submit yosang angaria Biden el mora olvida bluram regel yan lamas el top da a detailers en MOU. Sea first se expecting al se la legal bral ruera ibam sangira April yam na toda yosang ang. Ongerung kita expect lo se al sum toda se ya congress pasra yosang ang artir October 1st al merak kita se del mo malagi del do lo kira la yosang ang argidra maral mel 2024 Dimora state oy oy elbo rudem elbo chinsang oy
Malu tuta Mr. President ma cabinet tragaw tia question Mr. President sa sumum la momra ka MOU ega so men disclose ring until ang pass something ra sel olwira ma Miguel
a question mo at sumo komne demand ra additional funding and mortal perpetual defense right trablo American am laringal kuk demand in reverse kuk demand velau malu nganya velau abdel give up malu kuk special conditions together pasala ngalang ngara kuk velau kuk ngarang uldars besides mortal perpetual right to defense sulang.
Thank you, Senator. We did not provide any additional support or conditions to this. It was just increasing the commitment from them to us in reaction to our demands.
Malung lagi re Senator Udim. Kita already ngari agreement together la mungkin Amerika gire la tokora defense. Tiga ola barugul klisi gire se. Dimna kalau lingit kita bay diom katakrin wa se ayim na mas kami usir klisi. Apart terang aliu au kung sukumam rangeso selong wasang economic assistance saya tial every 15 years el dadu am sadra economic assistance. Okay, selnya sura tokora geizai. Ndim na kamungod ra ayagi druk sa elam rigel mrur al sel pelang dirgo issue sula.
Tuta President, il tuta Minister Udoy, dia mal lungilar ngudum masakaw. President takulareng sa aldatura earlier mal oyang agel tigingem, el sadroreng sa agel aldadur baisilosing. Tial tokora different ngaringa perpetual agreement lo bangel ablo amrigen, it's a long term. Ngaringa agel services, el mosaw del dia kalgire del mosaw isra al sela negotiation. Girel dire kalmo perpetual. At tokora wa post office, Michael other services. I think ang abelam lang a perpetual military land use right tamsab lo Amerikel. Ay gal tokol dosa wa tokora ay gamal magigirel tokoy. Hindi kal girel modra ka al dadur al sela compact. Ay gas shoot kam armari lo bangkela at tial tokora compact. Akti swakal sira al dadur lo bang kami lim letra time. Man no meringal al dadur lo bangkela ara post Amerikel. El mesoril move rabelal mora international rate. Ak madangalira liyo tudela dilur tiril wase. Tirikasabil di walk-in al sela US Congress. Hindi kalgiril momrut ay gaigi del guko. Magigrel tokoy. Leblur belam la obligate tra atamil gilil atokora military. This is just a packet change. Amrigela di kalgiril mo labaigal. Lual gora mo pressure other belaw. Mga maldi soal oyong ay get tokol mo lokoy ambral waisay. Tirikas alila balur belaw. Ngayon gel guko perpetual agreement roban trir. Ay gal tokol dosa damal magigrel tokol giril kong nga wat tokol apos. It should not be part of the Lualbol hinder tial agreement el mauulang tili aptot. Akpayol ngito ka ministerial wasing. I always said this about the post office. Make sure abela di kalbura international rate. Say a plan Amrigel. They want to move us el mo international rate. Reduces el payment el tira may gringil. El subset for collection through US Congress. Ling el time it subsidize ra incoming ma outgoing. Abela girel remain el ngara US domestic. Mandia kalswada chemal girel ludoda. Rosado ng ludoda 1.2 million a year. I think hindi kalgiril move gid. El closing il was 20 years for the duration of the compact. Abela girel malmol mal US domestic. Sula President.
Sula delegate tengah along ang umbral wase chief negotiator amal umblol ada duro ngar along umblol adul gira lagi kita maklol tokoy mang kadamral mereka sulam selula klat keleng selmle hotel tingnya dan mara blur amrigela klat kertil wase tial tora post office tia simbol ara blur amrigela ngar belang kita ambil lo sesera 2009 sel compacting muablo lo sao dringil gira lo todo del girel lo separate mamletinga da se post office ada kal girel soadal girel automatic maya del baby federal program lo sao mang minister amal wil mengay mang man leblakarun mo hopefully ase lo ay sige da wil ay sera Di ako singil alta madang uri ulan di post office ang pero halit sila update gira post office.
Yes, I think initially we thought that this would be more of a difficult achievement. As you know, the U.S. Postal Service is like a separate corporation, which makes it more difficult to negotiate with them. But we are told that the discussions are very positive and the chances are very high that U.S. Postal Service will continue with us. These are some of the detail, the technical work that we're going to have to work on before April. So those work are underway, and Postal Service is a key one. FEMA is one of the other ones. If it's not FEMA, then assistance for disasters is something that we insist on getting.
Sula Presidente malmsaula egal update ka ko ma minister ka damal kora oyeng kamiu di wera di po kera karigeng di sokal kora di references el tingel la delegate travelio kasi trigel soldado ngarsiel tarak makumrak kasing la asabera after tarak ngani akor el de west rabalu kora di regal ina falta ma kum dasul seb edel kora Presidenta kora di soal diregal kora ogere maybe koram latat chanya delegate sinsa ding lang koram no dia mention ngi maybe la ko purposely igidol kora federal programs malamol. And lastly president takom sa 2044 ang ada gyud question to telar gida direga okay kalelungil Minister Education el podrelitan mo partra curriculum lo lisa kertal compact la school madrogul adre bela uletia. It's one of the important thing for understanding madangulo hisabira curriculum rega rogul high schools including PCC sula.
Diam sulang senator sa ba tiral malgoni adire kan mal important point and degal dil require osisakla dire gal gira drom das ora sen gira angari permanent officer gira la compact el dire gal gira el malmol malangari some type of lobbying gira ngara congress rablo amrigen mang degada el bol 2044 adruto el gis tial del wila dolisiri tiagel el malmol mal tongo yasari lengari igel se el malai for example degada alaga el msisi tial mongoyas en degada ngai actims kami example sel mlanya sura USDA kadamlo moda durti lo hacen forgive ablals esto hacen dia gagi pai extend ablals reduce our payment e pai mas kami grant el 45 million so se diregal partra effort la biestri masel 14 million el tilo mung diregal so aye girel malmol mal ngari la activity embassy lo no ser embassy gid le ngari igel tokol program se ngari apesa la di parada amrigen al sum gaduk tinga igel existing el federal en tuba apesa la en so del diregal included miren ngari adal mangarsel make sure en kadat mura igel la len partner tial del wheeler gid mong mara cloud to tell we need to look at both sides mong ngosisak le diregal ngara ledel lot maklim pero man next year poto sa ating ira budget ruk mo sige abolungin ato kaya takandi. I think we have to think in those terms. Sulang. Tiga tu libertad.
Presidente, malumil total mergao ma Vice President, Senior, al Ministerio Sargao. Kutmaning asulem ramal mering lurios President Mongot mokring yak pengil metra tamul bonggem mengagal trip makmal milesa madak lasing wangara ningle la tokla negotiation sela mongot ngat magul bonggem mamriga last year ame yakmal milesa ngil bing luar bom trurni especially in yakal biotol tokla mitra senator sa blom bigel no subel mitra trigger Republicans ma Social Democrats Memo actual ngito asya fact ng question asya who el bonya signature sel agreement el andig MOU amoria te al speaker ko mapresenta senate to gid ngatiang sing amoria te al leadership el masasay ora adul girel omsa bolnya saying ringim bol ang tiakam part of association belau rogira amogel affected mogaso al mesang bolnya tial lo suede ringim seguida agora question ongit question ongit ongerunge minister ude me please Comme mentiono a siya impact mo enda 2025, men please mo specifico sing lagyan mo enda. Itiya dang siya alat mo sing impact enda 2025 niya mga takulsel. Mukha mo clarify sa iyo sing why 2020, wala mo mention na 2025.
Thank you, Delegate. Our agreement, the current review ends in FY25. That's significant in terms of when the new agreement that we are negotiating now takes effect. So as part of the new agreement, we are pulling the start date 1 year earlier to help us with our finances. So that's the significance of FY25. What ends is mainly the federal programs, because at this point we are not receiving economic assistance.
Kora di mum kataktil wase sel dosadra 2025 adol tirak sel agreement tra 2009 sel domura FY 2025 en wal girel mede barogul toya federal programa modiak mesel mede el 2 million maintenance modiak yeda di mor tuir tial trust fund ri di sel del willer gidro mugel amregel girel la security se de girel lo asendi mal molm mang sel black clol wadolo dari se asendia mang yeso mangirel di malmon le tial del willer gid tial gimilul krisil un muskamiu ngariani uchiri segida
Dem sulang aktio setia possibility to mo ergi ara lo setia kan pakta mo mereka 2044 ko missing sigil time di look makampakta enda 2025 mo di clarify li igatokora finance to 2025 dia kal kampakta rodi lagi tiam me mention sia military perpetual se direct sal mo visit rio se singra perpetual tiam mo mereka ro to ya migela di continue los pe abluwa de yang ala lunguni since ka seguir mem clutul marisel dili atak delegate isal Kemudian presiden saya dengar Indo Pak Kamera Hawaii. Kemudian mention dia ulungitra Admiral Benjamin Nicholson. Atau information berbela wasi military lekor belang girel. Uila announce mergil wasi ngarang aringi. Ela olilo mungia uradi every now and then tengah soldado maskogi. Dia kamal information me ablu nya kadil ma yaltul state bela rogira again mo ngilo say ngarang leng of course ngali sel sikusin di wila information almera officer gaw le kana sego dulungito say bonya communication ra soldam officer gaw ya ko pi ay orga bos ilo top da gel gire mo mdangai mon bolo ngi adra blu bukya kadil wa yigi beteko ngarang la sociedad ahí musel canción delegate sa consula
dan cloud turtle sel malgori sel togora 2025 amrania de migim daudod di tel del willa wal ol molm di lu pitang di mo ngira amrigela gora deka amergi de mong ngira del regla mes sel perpetual wase tel perpetual amrigela ukti perpetual los perbela dia ngara lo masjid masaya mle tara aktol togol do duram rigel girel wase aiga girel gaibi etigil wase ngari egong ngari ame el sumong uklamo o dia ngara mo skama metel delwil la girel uklamo merek segida girel de lo makatakrim agumla lo sablo amrigela wild order segida wase okay Aulang malmol al suma blur amrigala malmol maspera blur bela lang alakra 2024 engiran malmol mai gagidal lingesum namo de kada ngarsel ulda so ase di tegidal trust fund dergi de abol ngosong se kadam morger no tena kongel wase ngarai yan ngesum maskid plus a trust fund dergi da ading aring meng ngelabil waise oh al seluk blabo blal medorta bilang giral medorta rogo hindi kal ukol di los di ka dil kiera bla la kangarang oh ay si mang ay to tulal sel tokora notice akmanali amo sel sebakring ara adrablu digida gyadal mo understand ngari tokolos pa nyada amrigero se kama ministry of defense kamiu yimal diwa bla police ma patrol boat ngari tama gi gimle liwekal murula gyal ngar alam ngar aleth mang oy ngari gel maklor exercise mat lolo ay sirgi de ngari gel bebera time mang mal kong yung nasa kada trial asker tira se mas kama information mang akmay se amis ansen ablolo ay sirgi ndi yeah I know sometimes maybe ada kal salungi la information so kada mo rol girel sulang albo marino albo kamsong
Sularate ale presidente umi totale orau maldito. Ako teng aktirang siya a minister masaudra a momol mara assistant na marigil girela FEMA. Ese alakal ng ngariya gel impact alobong of course ang impact of climate change sa ulma FEMA makikin. Maigil ngesul mera FEMA maigil other climate change impacts. I think moringa impact ni mora direct funding il mera climate change sumo kadama o sigaro la funding la climate change through agil agency na merigel. Ma ongerul question na di hale di ngutiang let mading lo sing ang kagila delegate ra ngaur mabililo nam saudara al soldaul di o maisen mera blu we de ka kora ungil to ko mera blu akmadingin wasi semle last tel sol dia rasina el mlaringir belau amlar ngayang ala semle last ram namotel ra kana mong recently amlaringir at Heron Reef ya soldado adi mel stobr ngaur alitri se dire mal porcel border belau mem nutel mesase me expandra mawari tika soldado dire kukbe mesa pelur se dire klabokal belu dire tangani arada ni sulam.
Yeah. Delegate Marino, thank you for your question. The current discussion in the negotiations is to resume FEMA services to Palau. As you know, we gave up those rights many years back or early on. We didn't anticipate the kind of climate change impacts that we would be receiving today. So we are asking for that to resume. They are sympathetic to considering this, and we are working on availing that assistance to Palau. As you know, FEMA has many different types of assistance. And there are other assistance that are related and available to us that we expect that we can access for dealing with climate change impacts and the difficulties it causes when we experience them. So this is what we are working on.
So that will be considered additional assistance for climate change.
Yes.
As we look at it.
The way FEMA works is different. We don't put a dollar figure. When they need the money, they get the money. So it's kind of like we were telling them we would like more support in our trust fund to deal with this, and they said, well, why don't you get FEMA to support that part of it? So I mean, it's in lieu of the money, but it's more, I think, effective to use FEMA than to try to get the money ourselves and have to do everything ourselves. So that we thought was a good development in the negotiations.
Sera dokot negotiator kampakte mnorisel uldo sodro se tel be blur bela daga taifurim daga bula fima. Ndigi dambengel wase central egal impact ra climate change mna to taifun. Mgada lilutro do sin mora blur ambengel wase memo tungisel ngesura fima. Masedri gamra la negotiation hopefully by April kada tagora wal qura waseng asel mongil ndiga da sedoro giren. Degar giren mo impact ay gidru beber angin sol dolar giren la togora climate change rega garo sol togoy deregal sel garim el giren la mangargela balwat tamal el madagalia sel wasetel garen seda adi brega dar Indonesia maise cuando se hace el first la hacer ahora sin surveillance en morira blura la morira hato bay ma son sorol la morira imora Helen Reef kada como digo hacen somi a base el bora hato bay nga se lego oh de andi kada una galandi you know se han artia ambassador island ya quasi kamia adram rigela mal somi atora klagan el tel blue medi mo moto da el plan adra shabel el tadi da qadi mora angayang al mora hatobel dim na adra shabari oy mun ngaria ulem naria gal blue qal la mo ma kum mesagel structure adra shabara au ngerun makabada me se trigam naria gal blue of course kamia hotel roid digom gotak meder trigel el maigel maklol blue ya dira taqawl digari mun la gabigi kamrige la dire kan mal gari klome saigar rogui sera gi mara I think first meeting era gidra JCM rakwam to te amap para Pacific e mal calor ri momlia kra hato be mahereng no se partra homeland ramrigel maqadi duli segir na kamsal mo be sula
Ito President, Chief Negotiator, Barbekel Ministers. President, a question na kakura la di nga process teletel urior. Ela Minister Udo am lam kataklil was MOU atakal official document. Maku mesengin wasing wal gel akura author kaklil ay gel blagnger atam regel mo tosa mo rule mo partner agreement ngay si minister makariga waseng ela kadam saudra agreement tigi drum gam rigel hindi kita mangira watong ira budget leng segida budget bill ram rigel al bolla eng oversell financial package mutmura compact tigi ma question na kasendi seguk laram rigel agreement tamo official agreement la tong lay gal tulbelu kita del mosay ngri sige da question na angara process wa sige da mangira budget ram rigel mo pas sige da sa tel agreement mosay ngri agreement ile la kala mga budget ram rigel hindi kal sa ngri agreement ile ngo ba budget o bala bay gay gid to financial assistance ngara compact kamso di sige del tentingil kenulol waseng kumela nga budget ram rigel ang sugum introduce ngira April oreng kon amlas mo dia timetable na budget ram rigel kita di madengel kada politician da ngel was ngira mo doers makadam sadra potential assistance kumla kulsia ade adu deitra compactor gidra 25 mo 24 mong paluin di understanding na relasen mo sada igal toen katong tabap ngedra budget ram rigel FY 2024 ya budget rigidra next fiscal budget amos o sibedel mala assistance se de ada kasi das modile se ngara politics am rigel makati bug so di segi the process waseng kadam ngira budget e kidam u draft agreement tem usay ngiri
Mr. Udoy hala di ko adi smodi sel MOU YC sewal degal sel agreement ternya a final wal del trok laigel ya bodosa de ewal besa bluram regela asyasin wase silo der sin mara Kongres ra blue amrigel matasta talorengi gote modar sa budget mara blue amrigel amin a Kongres ra blue amrigel selo runia Biden ra el alman ra February se understanding ra kamam before I endre el alman en yada sin mara olbira blue amrigel before October etiam la passer sel el budget tertir gida wayel lugo senator dema ayer gida mste adra blue amrigel ada change abai change ayer adra amrigel ayer lomskida adra amrigel gagaringa tora udo walula adra olbira amrigel ayer pasra alla roltob da ayer udo mang se agora process el dongiri mang kita basically kada masan argument ram gila bro amrigel lo torok lo ase to ngelo ase tamo mskida yang ya se la kangai ya Congress amrigela appropriate and mskid okay mang after I polling several official agreement and di tira mal bal dasara budget pura a Congress tira uersi kamora
ngora mosol mokmeda a inse de presidente di agariga o seguida maliliak agreement gid mam amrigela maliliak el official document it's an agreement gida mosaini gida mamrigel budget amrigela taratoy aigal tokol ngar al sel tel agreement gid ang yura budget amrigel seguida question kam separate aigal tokom sa del moblatak
ela gida ngarsel doseng another year 15 ra compact el kadam sada economic assistance ra blue amrigel merbela economic assistance am sada udo nges ra blue amrigel merablu bela mengakara udo ra blue amrigel maula Congress ra blue amrigel ayer pasra la aleng tortob da udo oh sea agora a process among agreement ta signing ila bugila Biden di alagal el pasa la ra amrigel nga se droset integral bol motauta agreement sea semble happen before la la toribion ma last yang lemle 9 years lo re kada yang Congress amrigel dim lagal
so president malungin
semble sel wase kadam tabak ngedra nga dala se droseng waise Congress amrigel wadam tabak ngedra
mada president tiagi da sebel scenario happen sum sebel kom kwasen sebel sebel ulta baba chetra blue amrigel egida sign agreement lo ospea egida figures ngara MOU dia kalau pasa budget hindi kita start malau do dra blue amrigel even hindi kalau pasa budget amrigel hindi kita na sign agreement since el happen to
se malungil question presidente do meses el guk que egida el agreement nga sel el albel negotiate niya ambassador Rosiba, former President Torbiong, isigidem dili umlo medal 9 years emergong ya Congress finally to pass appropriation el mabol el funder sigidem di das when once the sign agreement mo parte tial treaty gida under a compact seguida obligate Miguel mingire lo siga udo del funder sigid el obligation el commitment tir na umdas at tial lomaregal agreement umdas is el one commitment rile Miguel akna si agigan tinilo siga source ra agigid el disbursement ra year to year mang agigid el first 9 years alul top ra al sela budget ra defense umdas alo label fund ra compact el mol seguida after 9 years it finally approve ra Congress approve ra gam tia direl umdas em tergibil mering la Miguel hablado sign agreement tirable rescind rim alubol el tamalisil agreement mon ang di mo yor Congress plus ngoy ngarang ito mo pil ko reach consensus merong release appropriation included el budget
halek koradi help para discussion el tiagida mangelo hace será 2009 emle sain a presento review así del timing nagir stop ange sura blur amrigel merbelaw The OMB has what they call a mark. Mung nesto ba nguablon Brexit agreement. Ikita ko ramla continue na ablon Brexit, but they continue to top draw do. Blue Ramrigel maybe instead of saying that tapa kaya Congress ra Blue Ramrigel, the process ra OMB, ma NSC. Tirigem la wabla kang igal tokoy. Why say? Already tamo dura Congress ra Blue Ramrigel girel. Ma kumbra lo ase atara ya mo mali la sel agreement ra 2009 nadim lagit. Timla kal include ra FSM mamasyan. Elang igar kaldel bulu trige completely mungim daro gurtir. Beisra. So ngari sel sense urgency ra blue ram regel kumra lo sende kada moit ndi instead of saying that wal dirga dul tuir ndi will they give us everything? Maybe not, but they will give us something for sure and make sure and they kada te abodo koso. So Riksal Rasingara OMB sel Office of Management and Budget ra blue ram regel. Tige lo etc. Rasin tela se ayer bodo allocate. NSC tirigel se National Security Council ra Biden se basically se White House se tingin President Biden mo gido la ba support ra igel tablo ite gidam rurtiar toy mo kung daso en diregal tokola defense ra blue ram regel en dekat se mo ite gal toy but we know of course anything can happen we can plan for the worst but hopefully get expect wasing di mo will sel
The President Komeng medik papa pakti sem la se bakrengal wase oter ga kle la agreement ki dal tuira budget ndi especially sa logo do a florida la senate en wablo pakti guk letra bla bla ngira 2009 ga dire silo di kita bai sibedel asbel good news mergida wase sibedol tabrnya wase sibel without a budget ramrigel di kadam langwa a commitment lo bangera pelo amrigel mo mo so is scenario de tilurini sa 2009 sibel di mangarela kabal me ang implement amrigel orto magiging udo el blam kidam la kongel ngara MOU segi da bai sibel mga takli mergide sensibel to ay minister waise
Minister siya kawing seguida siya de lo ultiri pasa habla la Vice President Mario.
Sula Presidente, ako takman nga sulim kirela, telulda survive lang ulo, strada brigel was etial defense, a defense kami mengkiriul melmon mengarnia, mo saba blur belaw. Kung nasa senme ko tulda dura kampak tetelawal ko raw, lumarabar ada belaw mtadidlo kasi tiya kama mamo defender kami mengkondi mas kamay gagil 50 years ay gagil ang suleko. Elabay mla miteklita al dadu makumasi kaman masaura. Tilay gidel kukumlangun miteklita al dadu kumsta ada brigel wase. Tiya nga defense amrigel. Magil dada amortil wase tiyal sukum tiyal belaom kasi dengi wase homeland security ramri abru amrigel. Aigel udo dul mo masura abru amrigel aigel girel mer abru belaw. Makman mer ngasunem girel tilang presidente ndi tiyal ngotor tiyal sel tiyal agreement ng ngarin lang sel time na negotiate ng ngarin sel direct assistance min lamol min merablur belaw masaygi de sel sa ngin lomal mol masaygi de selul mulmon nol top de ngin radio ay leng ngarin udo dul mora bachet radio ay ngarin lol top de ngin men digi de el time de kamot ludo direct mergid di tiagi de sel maintenance segi de seo ngania temen mo magimda ela igel tiasel sa ngi la kapacet amrigel ndi bela mo malmon malsum include igel federal programs ige ya mo malmon ndi budget terki da ka ngod al source terki ndi la osi ka ngod rolel antileg mo ngila mo ko ngira budget tablo amrigel
So mal important point ra Vice President. Semle 9 years el dong iri amne continuing budget ablu ramregen timla kala approve budget ra Obama el habla Republican housing se del wasing se el ha dubo Di umral wase tirauk gime sanga minister if se happen umral wase base agreement tergid en set mamla la sa wayer udodra atras fan el kabergid until leng oneding agreement until it to sumo klile tia ukti internal problem ertir degal tia agreement tra dal willer gida cloud to tell so akura di oi say worst case ne mal gida el plan gida el sel sum mal de gya modar orel sula
Mr. President, parang tuta tia question ada momlo the sul gida tia le agreement to bangala bro American ma bro belau a question na ka mora ala multel executive branch and ra MOU da disclose the details ni olvira grulau el related al mora article 2 a section 3 wat malala alwa saying and so mga major agreement ra don la torol bulu in require a kangera 2/3 ra olvira grulau mela question was sa sum komru tiang e da disclose the details mala tra blo wala lo dangi mangira a congress legal approver saying luwagel na mo do ra concern I guess min mo ta clear sum clear mo mala tra blo ang matang riktiar issue raw kala tapain na blo bela ra gigi sige lo kornya deligat mariur sige da question sula Mr. President. To follow up, Mr. Presidente, I got to ma'am kamade, I got sold down, nagyala mo talaga perpetual. I get direct kung nasa nga at malala ang sa I got a nuclear, lubang, I got a total do, kasi again direct kung nga affect ng itigil perpetual at sa super sila at malala. Wala true ulit kay kumle partner do, sulang.
so ako true la agreement po the signing ya obemesa ruera po signing sea plan tiare MOU awal dil basa blura amregela uldas lo ase ore de que temlage de alda dura med modo city al mora congress ra blura amregel sea mochter tiare MOU mulsia del sadra yo sanga ayer mom dali asel lot of the blue blue mora amregel adega direga al moda direga ta changeri Aigel klisi il dingilan masama blue rambriger serado mo compactra wala adrigo sisun merela giderela dim sauder sel nia pasibol ngesul bolom skid ayawal chedrasen dale langesul bolom skid mong it's a review mong oi gabo
Ma'am Sala, Mr. President, the article do agad ay Mr. President mo sa imlo ba awal ada nila malubeng leadership of support whatever good you're doing for Palau makwasa sumusig agreement tan matmok ng wala wal acceptable in Morocco as a president of Palau leadership of Palau sang mo require a ratification of Palau mo matmok la process mo sa igidra sulang.
I guess I'm going to ask Allah I'll get el say Lauren. Yeah. So the question is, do we need ratification from the OEK to ratify the agreement? And I'm not a lawyer, but my analysis is that this is just an agreement, and we're not changing any parts that Palau of Palau's obligations to the United States. And because we're not changing any of those obligations, and this is part of an agreement that already existed and it has to do with just money coming to Palau, we don't necessarily need to pass ratify it. But it would be good if we passed a resolution that ratified it, because it would show the United States that we're united in its support. So I don't know if it's a requirement, but I would think it was saying, "Mungil signal mo na America, was to support Traudaso." So, Lauren, if you can answer.
Kalikadat question na mo attorney. Un magdalaway sa question na takal Mr. Caleb Udo Junior Minister of Finance, a compact advisory group, the chairman, logi wa executive order. Ngilo ratification olbira rural mo minister. Di mo give executive order mo compact advisory group negotiator. Mauna sin create wal gray area lo sing another ulela minister. Mom sa da kampak te kaso isun mom sa da ngin. Pakunda ngulek ngulek clarifying other la amma sumo kom gut mutli. Ego the support ringa sumo ngin mar other belaw.
Vice President Adriel Valentin other alam.
Short answer for now is let me look into it. Get back to everybody.
The President of the Maldiwane, Vice President, please. I'll do more raise again the issue. Like I'm not mentioning the word, two words, fiscal cliff. That means while it's looming, a fiscal cliff is coming this way. Ya, direct kalau kautan memang supplemental budget, ma budget, mang direct kalau memang mengukur olbi, Mr. President, with all due respect, the separation of powers. Direct kalau soal olbi ragola, andra President tahu Senate, andra President Paules. While kalau ngalingnya information mo tadi, malah kalau lagi betek kelas yang ngalingnya additional funding or not. We don't want to get caught off guard, malu kalau surprised or we look kind of silly, was yang dimana hal tadi. Sehingga dokter ni telah kira transparency segi dalam Asin ko masing fiscal cliff, currently MOU unofficial. Ya uspe a clarification maro ko and then akong das mal gray area mong dorngi ta help Mr. President asim clarify ngi mulbolungi ra klada da share be klada mo dormon mo support whatever is good for the Republic of Palau. Sula Mr. President.
Malungil usuela ben marba klada ro hoy. Malungi lagi question al raise Senator Rodim. Compact of Free Association say el treaty al gidam le saying ali. Ya al sel tegi del treaty in 15 years of review. That's what's happening now. Maselable a review at a review ay gel terms. Mandiya ka dong itin tikartial treaty blata saning igay del financial package um kagidal masadari. I don't think you need ratification. Let the aparte tegi del treated already blada signer ngi mang di segi dolo ko niya president ngungi lame si iwal ko ka dula ratification but not necessary di segi di ko rawa say so dal bodo kload le bodo ka ngi rokoy segi di ako kung iltale lol or segi del united and unified leadership di akong taswe ensera wa sendia ka belkul vera olbira kanulawa tiay di bol ratification process.
So, haladik so the gray area and kung nasisen mo sa gray area adra ablo moraran dir. Kita ngarigel blakatak lang I think sulang delegate kamsong almost model wase. Oy, come October next year el sumundia ka amakat mok. Endi 15 million dollar na trust fund et 2 million blura beskida blura brigan. Kita mga doon tial MOU, ma-agreement. Hopefully, mamaya gawin April. Mga taklil wasing aray nga so wala kita amrige lo mo ora 2024. Meaning, o mo ora October next year. Kita mladar sa igel lontidan mo rablo amrige, mlaw ay sertil wase kada face ra physical cliff. Sel physical cliff wase kada basi mo song sa duda ra next year. May agit magalugot mo kung selba klablo belaw, hindi abol kosokos. Mang daita era rablo amrige namla kongel wase oy. Mariang isul bolom skid. Liliak ngarba bersel orang 15 million dollar. Mariang isul bol baskid gira la tor infrastructure, mariang isul bol baskid gira la tor a maintenance, mariang isul bol baskid el mo help gira haray el blals. Mung ayya blal batak na ramna blu amrige wase ayya gidang isul bolom baskid di tadi ulinget wase agitri kamal dura ramam la ramrige la congress el otro la tole kita gima adriga gim ngatur gortire kami marbela announce waseng tiagida dial soma ma luh mo okko servita ndi wa mang akmal understand sel el ligang ndi selul de sui unding dial ser todo ma boy egal tv gida todo ma boy mang ser rose diga bon mar ale ser bon mar en todo Oi. Digo, makpan sulang ara karim in to tell next part ra do ko sadra supplemental. So I want people mo clear mo understand them. Sulang kapong Senator Isa luto mo.
Akil siya minister al hotel open wa sitial MOU website niya. Ako amlo umtaba sitial legal document. Ya wa demonstration of commitment. On both sides, especially Miguel Mosiga do mo said say. Bukod niya desa silin paarala. Then it was the das alas vela adu reger ngi in adara adusem to takratial le MOU. It's not a legal document. It's basically a demonstration of moving forward. Then bagara legal document assume niya aul maransin. Edi promises edito ko. Anyway, last call. Ngarinya adul girela. We're sa trust fund. Assuming nothing happened, we may be able to use trust fund to supplement our budget FY 2024. Ngisip elong sa official 15. Ngayon adul lagi na din lara 15. Nalsum mo gusto mo so spera more than 15. Considering that na mo entra ang rule 15 year compact issue related to the trust fund.
Kama mo moral waisen saben. Eleng gadamla tabdi atinga dama blom regel gamla isegi tia sel trust fund agida ada dul gida mam regel giren. Malsum gada ma next year ma ngasons. El base hopefully base regel gida mam stril holo say tegi dagi mosperin mat mokra akapalmente rama. Bismillah. Senator Udime, last question na kampakte at proyekal babil di Mariel.
Sulagi Mr. President, tactical activar almost seguidra say adrabulu consent to be governed by the executive branch maulbira law navigated by the rule of law. Adikul going as a said treaty, PMC's bringing it to onan and will inherit at time became unacceptable at 2020 was saying. Makti swakal ngi trase bom clarify ngi unda singongil the conform or say the concern get out to Manala material treaty, and the record get them flexibility to either accept or deny or whatever they're imposing on Blue Belau. They take it two-way street and they're one way, even though the a treaty, the it was unacceptable at certain parts. Israbon Maregam was 65 million, dim naman to my trust fund, they didn't like a manuilom so then. Mactoni to say that Mr. President was at Agu Kumangiman, Mokal Waisema Sumongil, got Mokil Mokal Ulbelau. Madal tira karin ngani lodang le olbi lo makam mo ngin baka moving forward ke rablu sula Mr. President.
Sula Senator Udime kada mo make sure ang agreement tamero na bota sa ingri mong mo blakatak gida mo make sure ang mongila a communication rebekla adam deka bota Deka creator ara renga ma doctor abulu. Ma singa renga sule mra angil question. Baska katale presenta senate speaker dik pok sa degel baby ra umro alam. Adilungin. Dabora supplemental budget direka mo. Mali 15 minutes mak malas man mali mo kade be mra red. Patrule gibo mrega Los Angeles ngama ambassador yun. Ang mga minister gidra finance amlora blura UAE. Nayatul conference ang ara UAE wana Irina Cell International Renewable Energy Conference. Direl le partner sea following sea amna isel Abu Dhabi Sustainability Week. Sa mo kadamlo attend ara Irina mang conference ara Irina matial lura Irina sa headquarter dra UAE. Kadang tinggal bahasa yang klote ala Irina. In fact, amlet tinggal mura minister ma idan el director Shell Energy Office bahasa ngarga plan kami. Agi ready fund. In fact, program bahasa UAE has 1 billion right now. Gira la renewable energy loan marubeng If you need 15 to 25 megawatts, mreda le other siya plan kami maging approve. So man approve December, which is COP 28. Kita mengin wase tara push yagi del blue Middle East. Tiga mo ba oil. Di regal sorry leader at renewable energy. So in fact our biggest investors at renewable energy yagi del blue Gulf, which means UAE, Saudi Arabia, Qatar, Marwa. Yagi torto daw del gire yagi mong same letter أقول قدام لنا meeting واسي كده المصادر تيل واسي by 100% by 2022. How do we get there? قدام لنا سيل current and ongoing project وقبلون أستراليا funding. قدام لنا سي ممرق عن ريسل sustainability ويكتير سي وال hosting al president را UAE. إنجيل president را UAE program rule and something that we should challenge. They were giving awards at the first day. Said I get awards among high school innovative ideas certain. Adi time lawin ra Pacifica elalir amle Fiji emnari amla Tonga mang Ministry of Education. We have to share with you that program. You need to look it up because they will tell and more high school that they come up with something environmental or sustainability or renewable energy, they can win an award. It was like $1 million in US. So, then 3 million ludo der selber ludo. Netril school Pacific. Oh no, one on each continent. So it was like the Pacific was considered one area. Direl kita ngarsel supporter tir. So kadamle supporter tir tira mohostra kap. Wana ramle sodal mesa asem bolse del mitra president ra sel blue at least ma Ministry of Foreign Affairs. Masera Wednesday after a momre conference ra Monday Tuesday ngel president ra UAE amle mskida teal el momitri. Masera bodomitri gador amle outline yel donda so sengi agora possible areas that they cooperate. One, renewable energy. They say, you guys are the leaders. We need your assistance and help program. Aktimis kami example ng tel convention ng area pudar Mazdara sel kombalir til investor renewable energy. Ito say they're producing solar energy at 1.35 cents per kilowatt. No battery. Different battery. But anyway, of course, the desert, but the and the minimum size of the motor 10 gigawatt and the man clone number 10,000 megawatts. Anyway, Gamaklo field, they get 15 at 10,000 megawatts. But that's how they bring the cost down. They're the leader. They're the leader. Al producer. The renewable side, also intelligent design. Design a building, make use of IOLT, make sure that Mariam Urni reduce self consumption air condition, and take a air condition. So Mariam Mazdar serial or experimental serial tirel, Lorungil, Segida Moktek. Segim reduce self energy consumption by 40%. Just by the rula building, shading and make sure cell table drop pagal tela blay. Diregal cell series tiramle to propose electrical blay. That's the that's good technology. Say that magalolam tirum. Say that Mitra and President cell blue. Kadamil say that you get the issue. Was say okay. DLL chills accept a meeting a clue meter Mazdar, and the other thing is that otherwise airport Roma difficult direct flights in Mesois Merbelal, for example, UAE in Merbelao. Gidral interested also the airline or Blumamel top the Chevron Moraigal Blue connected Skogi. So we had 2 meetings the following day. One of Mazdar to investor renewable energy. Magagid el new series. Le omodole UAE to get the island speaker. Tia di Borsel coastline di Mrala bombe tira di Mrula Island. Ele tiganam tigeri lo se arado ko solil nga kerap kula beach. Modube, that's what they're doing. Florida. That's really what they're doing. In fact, I'm saying Abu Martira, Yel Wellese, Yemalsel Mulaman Cortolo, Yimloser, interesting. I mean, Triga, Mombe, Mrula Yang, they also protect their environment. They're interested, I get there, say, we're interested in Sablumam, invest at tourism, create maybe a mini city. Investors, tourists, convention center, and then, look at the airlines. So that's why following the Minister Limitra Mazdar, it will order to say como study below. They will sell airline and Air Arabia. Al dealer to say como study was a tell airline and say the Mara expand Belarus airline. So I am let tool immediate to me rule, and then I self-funder tir Abu Dhabi Development Fund. They also met with us right after the meeting. Was a modar sayel uksomin rule, and that's where we said renewable energy, airport, possible tourism development. I get a those paying sorry. I develop present Senate to mal other action. Activate kasi almet la di mingila a permit mga nagigiba bemrail. Sige da gira dan mo ada duri wase. Tekmurman wase ngiril mo modul tekera investor. Ablurira to identify investor at kasi sumung VIP investor. They give them the green light when di merere da rogulurior. Ngele blodomitri le chic souk ngengarsele Russell Al-Khaima. Tara mal progressive blue engel economist tara gidem ngartiala economic advisory group Mr. Watson amle advice se obo mesang senator sang obo tidam le tingel merang wase ngagamla skura Michigan ngagamla skura Stanford ma Harvard ma yero old school ma yigoram sada igal investment terbelaw ma challenges wase Degal makit hindi sumkom mayela ra California o apply belaw mal degal si umuro ito po mesa Texas em kabe kapira ka Texas en terrible haya progress ako adi mas kumya mang abne point ni ose mesa sel atte rablu mi emrelli ele bebe rata mengungila igalla rablu ramregen andi sometimes en mungi ramregen andi dal atte regit mang just something to think about in our thinking aleng Unse dara attracta investment me deal sum godome e momring ertira invest create a problem and that's also ngedra do my God state was if they come and what they want to do is have an investment team with Merbelo. We need to have projects el tiramral sil invest ese motor amre degal longin le tok modo don morata basho degal ngal Merbelo. I mean that's see they get more understanding in a investment. You have to be ready, you have to be able to be flexible and you have to help them el rulia atoy so akti share yid akti no dog bitan gal present rayo speaker gamal lemredo ase ende ga el gas era blumiu makase de ga mayan la dingara portak de moruto this is something that they shared with me tir marada saudi and I just want to share marada blum ga galo so singa datoy Tekmon mama segal all company tira lo na government travelurir. Wase ay gagi dele BP awulam no problem. Trige take a 5% risk. Ma awulam no problem. No me dagim take a risk le tiablu mama gi make sure ngari ay rogul safety ngari. Wase aktim skme example why we want to make sure ngari rogul safety. Atal sales Yagiyomon by October 10 million barrels, 10 million barrels, 100 tala, 1 billion and dia value ri e kasi agim lose 5% say e kam sa 50 million every day mo ma so mo lose 5% 50 million diri maklo do. So we put everything in and make sure and we're protected. Makti share yelling, you know, hindi mo kita idea kasi sometimes ado ko nga 5,000 na blunga mawala man maklotolo ko ni it's not dangerous to think outside the box. Mga kasi hindi ka blunga meral tema de kay laringi, but you know, nga ablelin tini kasi mas peangya so we can give you otherwise. So, delegat kam so nga bolso me kata siya del mom kata mesa president ra UAE mo helper ka but I give the idea. I just wanted to share that thing, you know, Delhi, and I think it's important to share. But I think it's important so that sharing kasi tiriga maral wasa bela mar klo potential ring. E wasa maral klabo la blumiu. We need to think about high-end tourism ra blumiu. Celebra Abu Dhabi igel maral isen hotel ading arsay. Of course, our Four Seasons arsay, Rosewood, St. Regis, Ritz-Carlton. Close to name with but that's the kind of clientele that we want. Smaller scale, but that's the kind of clientele we want. So, umra was produce less, make more. Tobdari gertire boda, gmam no mitringe look minister energy Saudi Arabia. Anyway, mayomre kara UAE mora Saudi. Diktela tigil togon mora togora EQP mo FIB. Maybe it's something that we need to think about. Rebla time el danaygen ngara al masa ministry board advisory. I don't know. Let's change the structural speed up the process. Makora askar adol say something to think about. If we want legitimate investment and will investment, we have to figure out ways to speed up our process. Atara Vladimir sila dangarse Vice President, ngel current President Interpol. President kami na Interpol tiatial International Police. Egida tara Gasail blura dalal dia the part Interpol. I didn't know that. Kadamno say mo find out. Engegida el President Interpol mal soala Palau abol part Interpol. Retira dili ngwase agote cloud to tell el girela investment trablo a security. Wase mama seragim start trablo mame winura segim gasalat. Molto kalar de ado background vertir. Ngwase ma first nga major niam computer science ngamle rilia airport tertil dimo digital retinal scan ka scan am dere aradum de alsem lo bango del pasaporte mo sois brablo. Ngwase tenom tigini no ase ada nga passport tra braderi me sois ma nga passport tra bil ma nga ngidil mal to ga mngeo dite asel mo la scan de gammo. Ngwase mesera to say about maybe 4 or 5 years ago tiram le implement the said program. Se al implement rin dimle first day first passenger arrive a criminal record. Since there's time in 160 million al ada blal processor tir 1.7 million al ada ticket tir. Yes, Maria madangare Maria record tir dire ka al wel gamer tir mera belwat. Go to trela al area will system rigida why sigida Interpol help rigida not only investors and mesois ma border rigida mende gal belsi separado te do say dim submit an application or era endraman e kama ma mo support kami hara firme so dai mo le afin di ene te na kongen mo hara ri support rigida so flia sel bol mitra November next year egida bol accept egida mo partner Interpol. Ito say al secure blumeu e investor mo feel safe. So tara gida del muluni. Ma se bay egida combine process ay check criminal matatob de kami ador sa vertical investor mo magorok la blumeu. Speed up process. Di one day, ngara mo teral days. Egida we have to so if you have the intelligence, you have the information, Nelim bon meret. Agi da kora di mleul dasum leso al share. Agi mla Saudi. Kita dengelo sea Blue Saudi Arabia elal nombre gerak. En der aire gam sign a diplomatic relations lo country. Aradra Saudi Arabia angel Minister of Tourism ertir. Angtela Minister Khatib. Amler belar last year June. Sera bela trigem leli trigeda support el girela abider tilmo hostra World Expo ra 20 dori. Oise? Trigela da Saudi Arabia man to plan ertil. I mean, yel di man samu del planning everything from komara internet you look up the line. A line 160 kilometers acclimatel Siri, ngara balila desert te gara del Kenir al time, mortora 9 million alaf. El sel goal tira net zero. Tiada impact in environment. Tial building tiada igual rural building ngamanga sel World Trade Center in New York. 170 kilometers acclimatel 200 meters atengen. Anyway, ngel MBS ngel current doesn't what Prime Minister Crown Prince ngel urut tablo adori seven argil. Sera bolore adreng dori turgil. Nga kola di omdaso igel ukola di tribule ngalakra igel sedem daso. And and that's why they want to host the 2030 Expo. Tiga soril expose ra blura sa kama blura investment agi blura technology agi other renewable. So kita amlol mutel milisi tial del wheeler kita trige kadam longal tangat sera alber belau. Tamal dim lel wanden dim no sado konti tirmo albabe mstira qati bel taste blur belau. Sel blodo ngal tangat ni sera toder belau. Tamlo kira suba. Rafiji. El 7 days en arse mora giri pas en arse mora Solomon. Tiga recruit gal blura Pacifico la sem support ngamara World Expo. Ngira no mega se gal sen kiorgida yang area baliurin ngira los pe maulan ngira del nisir tial o klisiedra sela UN. That's that's igual international organizations igual meskida teal mang base seguida kita wase mil de supporter tire ngangani al baskid mang mlo sabaril gonge al meskida 3 million for this year el grant el mol nsewa tora school ma sera budget ergid chairman tablual en dimla kadin kuisra budget education ending ngani 3 million mo mrula besel el building la school ma change ado improve infrastructure school le tige wa tomra lo sea education is the key in mora ngidil development rangi dil belu akmado el chief of staff el ngil ngia amle walang mora arama magi mara belu ngase nga tilo don scholarship in mora London 2 years ago ra consulting firm sirakto dim la gadaw tran wasi akmuton mora beluak el mong sera beluak seguida renga yeder installing again provide atel mortira se akmler melak me se ari atel ra beluak we have to invest in them and we have to make sure that the provide atel adi le parte am nasam el visiting Saudi some of the projects that they're doing. One trigemal sorira wasengia de preserve tial culture de part tourism attraction abelwa. Ayel ngaya world UNESCO site lorungil ngara pelengela Cyril the 14 square kilometers of mactal development rogin. Tial pelengel selme original kingdom ertir tira rulea blue mliga karngil el 14 square kilometers el diwai tel blue rairar. Quatibel mother ending 1,000 el gureng armor tertial operational al time at plan wase momre gara 20 dori. Budget 65 billion. It's a line argo budgeting as well, so maybe more 1 trillion. But seguida lul de sura the preserve agriculture it needs to be sustainable and we need to plan for the future. to say sel coastliner tir Saudi brega da Red Sea sel vital side tamna preserve 30% ring develop a tourism but in harmony with the nature. That's saying girul mera blomem su dito ngarsen, that's what I share that pikrik to say kama malungi la galom su la manan dra kama gimla mo manan mem kara makasoy kama ngari pikrik kamam dire kan mal advance oh madalo ay se bai boda da kalo urior ma sige da aldo do dito rable la ran singi se ya da ngarsen mitra montrir to sen soma marulia office for sustainability rablur belau logora office for the Pacific. You know, nga office ra PIF mangal dinga Fiji magyar to sendia ama soma lukula office station bela gi funding el gira Pacific. So the renewable, so the anything to do with sustainability. So say awam le del ngagi del Minister of Tourism. You know, the next day we were able to meet with the Minister of Investment, the Minister of Energy. Interesting el Minister of Energy. Ngase kamam malombrar togol wase yomon baol ndi yombrar wase ngira del reduce a production and reduce a consumption. So we're the UAE like clone investor wase kamama biggest investor renewable energy. Wase President Ilam do kriya la blari angel own a got clone steel company rablula last week. Wase he's going to build the largest steel factory rablula rablumamra next year. Mamuri. Makase nga raw lang wase le kamama mo supply green hydrogen. El munsel produce egal del el ko ilang selbol green hydrogen na produce egal mo green steel algom la model los pe carbon. Oy. Mung interesting electrica energy company la tamo mrula los pe renewable. Mas los pe renewable ito egal mo green. Matamal titial that's tanaun mo advantage here. It's something to think about. Hindi to a challenge terrible mring na hydrogen mo wasing interesting. Tadri kam le askar kon wasem nuton mo mabtol oil Germany upna mo isa ko. Magik murtil wasen hal. Agim nan mo la hydrogen ng artial silos pende mo mas pe de la mal mring naran. Masing kora masaro kurtil tiga kita ladra yop para ladra mereka pulido ase hal sustainable renewable mera bitang misa kol worst ada pestra hydrogen itu saya ilam ringaran but anyway mase bebera mase ngal grupo kasi mamat rakal mo dum upload ngara Twitter tigamenta gelti andi bebera ta mega dik murtir. So if I don't know, you can remember, abaitan amlok pa se, please mamong bawal, eta se, nga na magyomong ba? Kama mga ngasel idea la se, agi ba yomong ba makasaya, klo agi mo lahari. Di ba igid, less tuna, more money for us. Ngira de los pers, agi de rultas. Agi mo doon ngel Ministry of Investment, tirigam la na ba kong bali, because sila mengel Minister Katib, tamla la na ba kong bali, interested in investor belaw. To asin som sender investment group le or belaw ma lo mes la Pacific rogi digro som le investment conference belaw kom hoy titirado el sil gora ngara project tir el dil belaw tel Pacific rogi le gonga etigal investor sa mitter tir so setta la podo rol girel te direga dil rogi do ase como mamal willing and help programu le giving a sel Saudi development fund we can give you loans loans lo so da ase ngero ba dimla rabisa se up to 200 million or so mi Basel airport to housing hospital new airport expansion agera insebel so tiamadi mo yorgit wasing ngara so that's why but they're going to send a team out and continue legal discussions. In fact they're planning to send a team more sel el MPS meeting rabolabe lugora di electrica mal interested a Pacific uksoril na masoril engage lobangya mong there's a lot of potential at dirigal agidim larsay engel Ministry of Investment kamodo duri agim mo seryo el molanch en mo engel largest tour operator a Saudi agimi tiri to ase agim number de sender tourist lego di Ngargedro airport rin koma sama direct flight. They did a study. To say okyak sila nga direct flight in Morablu in let's say 100 tamo nga direct flight in sila run 100 tamo. Sellable one stop commercial blue in drop by 30%. Why say? Hindi 70 amo. Sellable two stops and drop by almost di 30% amo. Mga sa ginam tingnan sa hotel important al direct tas kogin mura ablu. Also mal dial dule lang Maria one stop in between and di malim. So ang developer tourism kami yung giril nga regel direct flight and mura regel major markets or takarara. So ginamit regel hotel tourism operator ediri kan limit ra other owner Interhealth. Interhealth hospital na Saudi Dingari branch tira Turks and Caicos, dingari branch tira Canada. Dingari interested wase. Kada me saigel ngalsa sila health kami maybe we can do it for less and better. Matara lulu example niya Turks and Caicos am spend $75 million a year ra hospital. Di 50 million ni abel spend ra gurura rather back pangin rather send til mo ramrigel mo ra gurur. Mga se within 1 year temle by set up hospital se help per tirma sel budget tira guru lam le drop from 75 million and 40 million le tirila da no de galo failan de clor tira di lorur tira al teker tira Turks and Caicos. So something minister health rida mo lo mantrire find ways and maybe tial idea kadula ruli tial authority we can move toward the secretary gang ding was for example maybe some of the release clinic at to cancer rebelang ngare MRI kami ngare CT scan kadi make sure ngare egal algar mga nakat help kami mun tigel betokol patient el mal mora guru la finance man mom kate tadi ngar bela temora abot klolbot kemros in merbela continue mara guru bela those are things el tira willing el help rigidri I think it's important. We need to be prepared. Magim din as a ministry, ministry se Minister of Finance se tiga expect a meeting na next week. Sorry na report ma. Kasi mas kung may local data kami na tourism mang rela minister mutur mo provide local data ma Minister of Finance ma tiga di sorry ro. Then sorry review come up with a plan and then sorry send another mail. Dia kangaran mga tmok. Tiga sorry may alsum ngaria and see commit deliver akmunga. That's the way they wanna act and so that's kama kendul bloom gi mal samria le gora bloom ya o la vez la last floor leader gi damla ya tele del direga luk mitra adra UAE luk tirgel ngarcel financial sector and something that we need to think about singarang DIFC, sing Dubai International Finance Corporation. Seblel setup rin akong telar years ram na memo. Di seblel setup rin na conference center rin ma office ra alsel mangaral basically attract people in the financial industry. So tara gedro mesingin mga dalal and maybe siya deruli ra blur bela lukla Palau invest Finance Corporation or DFC Palau Finance Corporation. One of the things that we learned is that Russell Kaima tirige already timla set up para kumbalir til basically register igal corporation. You know, of course ngarisella doruri kada ngari actual potential say hindi tira sa problem tial offshore. Ako alam na ang kita nga klase offshore at tigel money laundering ama tax evasion. Maloko tigel mo ta program ti. Aloko ta mid-shore. Hindi offshore, mid-shore. Hindi to siya tara lo mesinga say maybe way we can partner we recognize each other's corporations. Tira uk set up para igar tirsay, kita set up para igar belaw. We recognize and then these are ways that we can build on each other. It's about sharing information, about recognizing each other's corporations. Maybe nga potential to register up tolo algong bali mo I'm sure Florida raman lepto al west and willing to share. Hindi agumral wase. If you all have opportunity, talaga el blue gira del visit because hindi kal open all this way. You know they're progressive. A UAE, for example, a 1960. Tiga 20,000 al other. I mean, tell Abu Dhabi 20,000 al other. Tiga other sel blue. The last time is the population of Abu Dhabi ang 1.6 million. Most tira other blue. 90% tira other blue. Tira di because other sel blue. Our reserve tira all 97 billion. Anyway, huh? Yeah. So tiga mal. You know, they're investing in tourism. Ngelok vision and ngel leader tira se oil is going to run out. Nagirulil sell run out oil and they continue na. So it's about smart cities. It's about tourism. Ela temlarule a Louvre. Ela Louvre France. Tira a Louvre Abu Dhabi. Ngari aku kan hai mera New York. Ngari aku kan hai. I get museum. Mera Liza museum. Blarura blure. Ngari aku to clear aquarium tira. You know that's. Tuh perlu lagi attraction el sin perlu attractar tourist and so that they diversify their economy. So I think there's a lot to learn from them. Look, kita set adapt. It will help problem. Anyway, nklo te alem lang alak ratul bokla. Madibok briefly go through a budget. Kruera gula lak pensado asing yeden mo submit a supplemental budget. Adi halekwa di mo summarize and we'll get you the budget hopefully aklugok. Makmada sa kung usahan na tayo hindi abol sa bele ngari special session kung kaya kumilo uroringi hindi ngari I get request adal me room ko da take care ko dum sa request ngara 10 million. Hindi kita mdengil wase first of all sel financial report tabel sa pintriya ministera Bodome sa local revenue sergidra first quarter. Ikadangara 23% ragel projected collection. That means ikadangara your sell projection ergid. Why say? Actually say mung hindi ako bodong itra 11 million let tekal realistic kada ngidros pa igel se sergidra sungutok mo son serela. Why say? Di ngare igel mal gira del gutmok. Mukada mukay nga siya mukada kadome sa igel 10 million agi ko ramna prioritize igel wasing mal you know we need to take care of kamamo maral wasya seruk tungura Ministry of Justice ma officer vice president and the question wasya tungura draksa rablur bela is an important thing that we need to tackle together. So a part of investing arangalget make sure that the care are safe drug free as much as limiting as much as possible. Why say? Mang naria request vice president tial nombre galio sangang lunitra 60,000. May ganito asem nutum sa tealer sel 60,000. Why say? Agidere galonito ase el boni audo do mabla police additional 300,000. Malsi lo mesra baby officers. Edere gal continue sel upgrade reclassification other year. Kadiri kalonitra audo del morsel professional officer professional standards rabla police. Lo mulsel office. Unaria 100,000 in girelsi. Kadiri kalonitra wase diri kal dangoswira officer gidra special prosecutor. Mal diri kal help tialuk to rabla police. Mai gai gidru rere abelwada mong kadolitra 150,000 المو هيلب رجال سو سه تقرا security ما يجيدل الجدا البنغلاد كذلك البداية واسع Ministry of Finance أمنا تغوبر سل غرار سل Palau Energy and Water Authority سمنا مول ديمو قراران ما وال نيجي غير budget ري مودوني 300,000 المو supplement سل budget ترتير من لوتر هار additional هذا اللي جت مرة أبو ظبي تو سنغاري application رقمي Omna mawridil submit request kami ngarang harya dairar kami waiga but we need people and other help remula igal urior why say mang Vice President Mariur kadil marala dengi marala aral girel ngari ang will regulatory authority lo me sayal to leng rogul adar bela dios pe aran madengi maji kadiro lo nitra gidam le gater sel budget ra customs by 100,000 el alir kadorito se de lutel bestri sel 100,000 el triga mra cloud la immigration ma customs and motmartel tora border security and funding a cloud partnership كذلك الناس مودي تيال التغورة سيلدرو اللي ضرب الأولاد أكلو تطلع منستر استيت عمل لكلو ريكوستري دي دو أسيقامي دي دفندرا UN التلجيبه بيرس الكلو ريكوستري ميبقى دو مسيرا سبلمنتر بونيرا رولين أيال امبسيري روغا دي غسون ساودودري ما منستريني غسون ساودودري as you recall كدام لغاترا executive branch ra 10%. A state amal dimle role speaker marderiget. Maldiriga kagate bay dimla maliget kan. Oise? Ma olbira gululo mung ati dimle steady dimla kan. The executive branch amal ngilo klol cut. Ngida goro ngito if anything these are just reinstating or reprioritizing staying within a segidel liga the blari. Misel 150,000 amra UN kami amne sa kanamo chair sel AOSIS, the Association of Small Island States, gidama Samoa co-chair. Aiga ula maklaw tutira lobbies, aiga ula temet murgida assembly sustainability officer belaw, kami a leader. Masigi the leadership role gida giredam lisiri, maiktial teledal liliak albrur al sel tial luk tol blulad al dangar al sel. Amaskida igel teala ruko eala bebira angesuma ateala mera blur belaum kadolito asing Ministry of State gida malos pe a support o nga kamla ba se limol direct gida to security ya patrol boat gida service gida Australia agir 50,000 every year top the gida sel wal sing maintenance fund tigo adinga la reserve al sumat ngayam tamala patrol boat gida to do del gida gire la parts misigir mo ogot makli kadam dingin wase la pasel kom le pasin la first reading sel tora disabilities o maser tigel el tobet sel ngelget Ministry of Health amal le tora requester tir di mran masaw den gadin 100,000 di mo help public health el launch agid el program el cert agid el tobet sel ngelget egida continue lo sigado hopefully Sumaria if improve economy uk 27% and 20% of revenue together next quarter maybe instead of mesa yegi del baby kadira el madayel wase FIC hablaba pasasel ngarale la corporate registry di we want to be able they need to have enough resources remula ngarali remo mare remula ngarali so don't need 100,000 al bol helper tir كديريغ المدينة واسع post officer جيد post master لغا delegate متيا ومن سو كمان مو supporteri mal que kadera na son sa baxra post office speaker umra wاسع da expand baxra post office un revenue me so ise bergid me revenue le post office mangania 235,000 el mo marabes el bax la post office helper tira staffing ertir so dara hita ngeso girel sei dira museum ergit sel baya malan lamo ngam kita dinga ya taboler bebul maya bebir ngeso ngila ospe additional 18,000 rogir mong moklebo le hitial kadamla ko bidum dina ka turiste dam to ka turiste meselo mel ko ngani taboli mangana de alsalungin oy tia girel kabo klal do mesengim Senator Tabelwal, kita ambil waseng nari seron triang lagi, kita tukar scholarship. Kadang malah waseng sedosada investing ang lagi, dia adil blay mang lagi, mengira investor tir mang, kita lutul lagi tu asyik adalah asyik 300,000 kita tukar scholarship. Di kita ambil waseng nari gel betul, dia kan nari aledel, dia kan sal kagar nari gel regular budget tergit, ding kita legat magil. Kita mengino sa SS ma pension adirigal mal lolita angeso. Mal soda appropriate room 1.2 million ma each ay gidel. Agency hindi kita kasi medo tabi 600,000 era yosangang dome sa revenue kita kasi maran mo ngila duk trutel. So kalau masih 1.2 kalau era kamo increase mo 1.8 for each. So another 600,000. Kita may asya minister amal di klorerel girel at okra compact. Sel le budget ra before 650,000 amna modia. We need to finish up our red, continue lobbying efforts sa gidra Congress ramrigen. Mga ito kasi at least basa 500,000 msi rogi ra urerel. Diregal kita may asya ngaligeda partera healthy lifestyle ang undo ma-participation kita sports. Senator Sungino, desa tiyasen mal di maliudurarong. Ngayat tul mal maklol activity elal ragara 2023 bodo albangal. Awana micro games, el morir al summer, edri al morir Pacific Games, el morir muendra elal lira 2023. Oy morabes el fiscal year hindi yung itiraw do dala ilal happen na raw air time. Mang 200,000 ados peringin mora Pacific Games, 280,000 ados peringin mora micro games. Mayamot magi 480,000. It's about investing in our children. Kaya mang kita makatratal participate ay partera activity gide. We need to give them the goal was they need to reach for the stars. I say ay partera development ra youth gide mo. Kodori tangi sul girel say. Dire gal mangyan was sel dungora atial territory gide. Sel task force gide ra sadra boundary gide ospea udod mnamo deka covid mong mnamo active cellular maral sadra boundary gide ma Indonesia ma whipping odonitra 50,000 ambal borsel task force maluror sel girel cellular kadire gal al banino se sel uktungura tagora culture gide ma akli bela argid ega gide el support emlisi el program mang gidamle appropriate raudodra before el girel tel FESPAC el morina 2024 emdeo asemble 250,000 ndi se of course en mo next year 2024 en mori de nada 2020 ding sdira sta taurora la lir mo kada ma otobria 50,000 mastri emdeo asa next year klorura maran me dira al modelo ase Doret anniversary ra mesil belau mung tiga mal sorry ra 75,000 mugado deni tira se bedi bol 50,000 kadori tange sun mort ar mesil belau okay atara domral wasin close to tela ngani ungil economic development plan ergid mugado ngitara 150,000 and no help ergidara create sir wala officer wala planning and policy ma economic development ma gadoni tersel ngesol girel say last tia mo sel PGST digida na beso sa PGST adim na dil PGST tax reform ya parcel sel tax reform ang ala subsidy senator sangabal morar TLML why say oy magagawa right there at may asing ari 4,000 ang ang ari ora 18 arak clear. Why say? Hindi daw sentir ko eligible hindi ang hindi may asing ari 4,000 magagawa tabi 400,000 illegal sel subsidy mantuwa do. Okay, maparte tiyo sang ang ari relali. Malungil October ore April makadolita supplemental ase mela kamongin mo after April ko al sel el mred adang. Oy, rada rablo adiri kan mal namang na tase yospe anges mo. Agi taraway sel se dero masyo. Mang adi dire sodal mo o mga takli ngari atul amendment sel sodal edel mo tel tokora yosangang. Wana igel tigit sila mo soy sabi tokora state mo amal mo wila speaker. Modera mo land lapsing igel tokora igel fishing revenue mo state. Godi amen resella leng sometimes ang mo da state el drodane igdo sente amla umre magidi osaer. Ndang mo kadmoruli mo land lapsing mo no leita state and sel maigel mlegirel blingelen. Oy, Maria. Oy. Uyerong ikaram dengel wasekida tiam no meregal 2021 ikida wa able start el change sel udas wase sel dungura igal medical referral ngar lela HCF. Kita di ministra ngale mro sel uk mlegirel blingel ro do adil betira yo sangang mak teoritra se sel girel enroll 10% el bleda logate tengi senatorisan rangaramo medungul mistira adara HCF mal tekera insurance number wadal el tekera egal medical referral mal ina faradro olor egal office el mokla egal oh yes Gada reinstate. Masih ako langit, masih partra poto sabiti
cap.
Dagil cap. Okay. Gada sa sel alcohol matabako tax 10%, ade ginilo sa 10% amora tokora NCD or prevention, ya 10% amora sa drasing mar tokora ukurul. Lemora insurance mo tekera tiga ngara medical referral. Mang ayira wala di update tergidel gidela tokora ayosanga muchas veces que hambre la motor dori. Dik kora di share igal bebera la will de direct discuss. Kita modera tele de discuss mga gire la mutu mora meeting. Di aklas mo dia supplemental mal dirga holgit kapong senator gira supplemental.
Pues sí. Gente como nosotros el toda la scholarship, pues sí en día se la que investir en el que tentar sur. Ahí ya un tila doctor te le la que le viden al madam. Trigel 11 en STSU graduate el master's degree. Ya ministry no de al sebel harautir. Ma PCC ngira udu del gaber sel 190,000. Yo limitan eso. Trigel adan a school el al time lower. Agim nom sa factor telenga ma senator inabo ma vice chair sungino mal tik telir al jis mata arsula sugum tergel principal setewang marsense amorol ma digrirtir ya ministry dia kan meg sel commitment al harar sel birtir sel mosawa udo de la gadria commitment tergel mar adal mutra ulor ese dia sel ba al commitment ta failure mar halaga makmalo lingit lo asen dia kasebede la moita commitment tergit murar adalo murar ang lekit en dia kasem do olwa sem committed sensei e gaul adal do orot yang adia am committed mortiger adra bulur makmalo lingit ang sugirese
dia am surang tido gadi claude grage senator tabelwal bekker rage ngari abidra ay gidel program el gidela cohort program ngari audo de la federal dolay understanding na a PCC no fail el submit rabidring mumlo de alsel mga saludo de la federal mungira de momesri di let me have the minister Jenkins, can you respond to that? Do you give more background?
The problem with this was we did have a bid for our faculty growth and development program, which was a cohort coming up. Unfortunately, the BCC did not submit a bid for that. The University of Guam submitted a bid, so we were wondering what we could do. Could we go back and rebid it? Unfortunately, the Attorney General advised us that would not be possible because we had a qualified bidder who made a qualified bid. So we had to award the bid to the University of Guam, and that's in now going into its second year of operation. We just recently had another bid for the AA program, and we did receive a bid from the PCC, but we've asked them to come in to make modifications to it because they didn't follow all of the bid procedures or fulfill the requirements, particularly as I know you're interested in the online for all teachers to be able to complete the courses online, particularly important for those in Peleliu, Angkor, and Kayangala. They are modifying it to do so. So we anticipate they'll be receiving this bid. So we've met with Dr. Talay, and I understand, I sympathize with his issue, but our money was spent. We could not modify it in any way. When they failed to submit a bid according to the terms of the bid process, there was nothing we could do.
Saule Minister tilang member bodgani tiligal av alramis education menmal traduksi al adumial dong oktata limi atara al harartir egna rimandir tilo sem kamite kamu al adal manadal clue Engel abang ngarsi harartir. Sige so akti duli se be tiam la do salin mo mangta. Di si unda singe del mo gut mo kisi mo ngileng tigal abang school.
Da tira pek suggesting. Maria di teleri ngila le go minister maradal en go through agel budget leng gora gagaros understanding ri. Sel understanding ri da wase. Tims ka understanding na. Blar cook mo reporter girel. Sel service sel udo de la PCC hara STSU el gira la service el dimna provider ilen no de tamle hara ilen no de kanu apida amlo rayu oji seguida issue mal sumon mral service el provider il mara am trablur belau e kami ara temil motir teril wasen waise en gira del harau se de question dil sumon le ulen le talmal la apida dimna kalmrul en se agya de modo tu in wase gadi help para PCC leng no de alsil rule api on time agya de mobla takari mung de argument waset sensergi de sodron waserti adi question wase tiga ka perse tumi ako kuna sinase bora STSU de tesen de gim harolen dimna service and provide tiga wase agimle provide them there agimle expect wase gi momalari magim la pertir mda sa maudam sida koram lo understanding na maula ka me da fa tirtirin mawil el suma tamran le provide service mortigal element sense and gira del el tekerti I think we're all in agreement to get it I was not prepared tel supplemental and riga bodon le full el chasin lo tabdir era do ruim dim sulanga e chairman mun driga como mesan al sum mungin tapastira udo ay keda gira del misura
Presidente follow up la discussion como senator tablo tiang adir ko mera senete mera house ngamang na time se de consider
misura speaker de bok dulwa se ngaregel ase del magal matmok ma April session Edolita, well, ngaria special adri kan maralme. Dekan makita dorera minimum wage dot tabdi. Adrablo amalo ni tergi drase. Ngasa klela ra klalo, ngasa klela ra klalo dekan PGST. Ngasa klela ra ngais, ngasa klela ra lu, ngasa ra gal. Blue adal dim lamas. Mang Kita ngasih druli, uksia del help para atrablu mrur serengal alet. Gabla rulin makabalment, mal intent kita wase dolmal marira igan maral merra. Senator Tabulal. Tirigal destria restera atrablu, dia dil atrablement adar bela. Restera atrablu ospe angesu. Dirigal de Senator Sangabong Arisel Lara EQPB. Sembaduga ma minister mlamrael. Let's come up with a solution and streamline our process already. Dirigal tora FIB ma I said another do saying we're open to discussions. Kami the find a way the more efficient. Ngaria Maria Bureau of Environment, for example, man Maria tira malara director. Krelo will by the Kiera Bureau of Environment, ma director mo imakti. Emro Maria board the helper tira. I don't know. Akti sila maybe a ministry ma gamitin mo come up with ways to streamline the process already. Osisil to ka direct plan mo ra FIB. Krebla ngaria ministry gid rongora la development FIB galel babol ngil bol ulda kima ministry board of advisory I don't know kadome sera process and sel the majority said other dual trial resolve dire senator udema akmadil wase kauma senator telam sa koramil sa other aircraft registry akmadil sing ngaria urol marael makora di tira di segal duli gimal soma maluro lo mongamiu Lentara te alla raudo del meso isa rablur beral was shipping registry. Ikita de kalsada conflict matamalala, but let's find a solution. Nga bebira temeng oy kada pasari me gira la mendri that's okay. Ngidi da do pi mulu klora. Sigida kora di yon ti da mong kada momeser sei. Lastly akmadino sengarisel L'Uldasol sel resolution al gira NDVP sia di mesate alla NDVP mong loan audo dal sum kado ase ngaria concern sigit bodado do let's resolve them let's decide wasing kada maral budul ger but ndira kan meso make sure ngaria liquidity rabang mansir continue give out alone mong aye bodado ri gidam de asing mal butoka aurere de emla mal lang alak time but mereka suli urate alam let's continue the discussion sula
second simnamera minister held mitiagora maldi kindly friendly reminder Mr. President naklat ka minister held was igel misir mamra landromat amina himo wara nam tetamal abi 8 orior I know you're busy I know everybody's busy Ding adult smera malgora looking forward to more person misil. Sula.
Oy, hindi am sula ngani for el misil el adik medung arrive. Anong arrive rura endra lan man ding. Oy. Sula ngana ulakat kya minister malaurol giran.
Ngungyang Maria agora senator maluben delegate ng Maria Carrera era ko dong sim. Ondir ngaria presidente ng ator sel Gabriel Bulong kadapsat.
Hoy in dia, mam sale president tra Senate, Mr. President, ama minister, mam sulara reporter umiwe. Yeah, I would like to touch up a little bit on mention ringi. Malungil la report kadam sada security ra blur belaw madrigal magado magar mora outside egel litaklela delget marino maga dira kado magar mora tel belaw rogire edo magar gidra outside magad ma sada tel security yang arap bagarap tulog tel security ra blur belaw mablu amrigel dieta security mora sada wal neglected meaning Dirkakaungil communication will provide that security moraigel aroidal below. Mundia ko nila saying with this teal, ng sebedel tain segidel, il tokora compact will provide a security help para PNCC or other services el ngodri raigel below. Mundia ko nila saying sebel motokoy, ling mal makataktang Ministera Education el dia ka ma Ministera State, el dirkakamal lungil service el morsay. Kita masada security, ya communication saya source to safety and security, Mr. President mong isekot I hope pang sebedel elal do saudara was supplementary no kung terrible maring I'm sure ngania other way ng sebedel provide that service in mura egal aroidal balu takadam sada education sada health sada safety I hope at yal alda adura tokora kampaktas el kloludo del megda magrada help rapien sisil tain moragal belu malwang other el kumbalile a house am namo masada amendment at yal el udra PNCC masabed ng titira bebira our providers el mail provide a service el moragal belu mong kora discussion ng ngaring Mr. President mong segote halek korsel ongerong aktira mas support tagal tigingel Senator Tabalwart, Tigil, Sensil, Malaskulir, pamamadiri kam Narsel program. Hindi kalbiyot, bring ito ko, katabla arsensya, abla karimbil, mulay kali. Skulir, civil help themselves, help rang nalget. Mukundasang priority, kita mga kasing priority field, rabulur belaw, education. Makmadiyo banggela, Tabalwal, support tayo gigil, tokoy. Osisil tame, Mr. President, investing in our in our children. Kamama ngartyale hook counselor Head Start, PC counselor Head Start. In kalil, according to our last meeting, in sualmong songsel ludo del gida alat elmora Head Start. Ngayon urior el malas malgut makliya kora report elme uldar sa sel hook. Wal ngal sa sela audo del girera october Head Start mang kwa di seguid en dosing amos elego at sumomio de sela gora senete mo meser ya la que amera house aquí yo si se vi kadi que ida kwa dim le tools al mention Mr. President em sulateal
dem sula delegate wa igelo logo senator Tabalwal mo logoy Hindi ka question wa siya. Suma service able provider ni kita take care sensor kita pay. Amlo issue we felt was nimla ka service provider dem ro. So siya bot siya bering. Musulang algirel say. And then seltora communication. Umra lo siya nama lo siya best solution ra communication Skylink. So let's figure out how we solve that problem. Ngil mong ala desa sella desa wasing ela adar hat obe mal ready gira Skylink rigim la town hall of entry at mal smodi mal moklam you know let's use the new technology los pe so I mean Starlink Starlink
Ngaria bill na to dra house president el Ndegalo South Starlink, dim South specs Starlink. Mung ada malding ilul mulmo mugura Starlink.
And just to give you a sell interest in America, lang artila tole, sera gipor America September. Et adra Starlink amin nga durgi do ase. Bas kamate alam gi mego gi help pragno. So so sulang.
Diang lama ungyang presidente ng adolmol muringe kama madire kang ari agenda kama mandigi kora mulle melang is mendegi molto mang akmom tera a vice president ma flolidera senate lo trigal senator se mal merenga sulema mal le healthy information al gida gire del momdengel lulmura atwera kampak temral mel morogi raigel bekl Lungil information, el girela ungil development, el girela blur belau. Di president ang direkal ungil taratay me boraigale talk show ra selbela e bob taklil wase ngaraigel bledul southern tial compacta. Le amen lit do southern ya tora funding. Ndiak da chance aigel detail ra sela compacta. Len klol maray raigal medial wase ngaramang dia kalau wais sergi del wase kalau menggerar tial compact dia kan ngaral bodorur asel tial compact di bay opportunity mergi del mergela milskit every 15 years se kalau mau masada tagora udouda berarti agit sel gukte le del mau masada tagora udouda ungil magadam lang maududet el molmutra 1944 din mlakal stobra sen dia adu kerdirek din mol mar aldadu amerikela dia kal blul kotowara lol tobo dang yesu mang kedukuk maral mong yal boro bol matar sude poto ongda dur tir en Aku meral waset ko ngay. Masay kita lungil bol di blool nga rin la bister git. Malubeng obisel kire la way say kita. Aungil lolomol malakal bol gukpo bodomura alda do gukpo dor giser ngay. Ungil dil kantinyo alda do michel bodo no ring aswade bong el beota to el dosa. Mang digay kita nga kamal mrenga sulem direkal betoka auret tape probablement. El gida mo alabang dige adirekal betokon ngi angara sila a ministry kau magidirekal nitran minister kau mo ay gidel concern ara other olbil mar other ablul girela ay gel toira al sila ministry kau andera minister galip ma a minister at matul el kam dengel gi face ngi el time discuss potsebedal adu edgaing seu el sumok mong kita direkal kada misalnya investment ya lagar other belan dia harus beda misalnya investment kita usbera other angot rule me so is bayungil kita information about the deal watch adu badi kesar other ngi yar orchestra tirang ara 80% lagi ada ruli belal mo ay say direkal seguir tora security sel de bera airport de edo misir kita rangi bodo dengan lo setang rangil so is madiang malakdosis batria adal mo marak medlay mong tru rage ya uriu le bodu tirga di gyal sibir ngar belaw mo dorto tir kita direk gire de rulia blur belaw mo friendly nation ngidil ada sib el mera blur belaw me usio bai me mili lang me mru lang ra di tirgel andi zaire bola la kada ngir tir le kada mral kita kada blur tirak lalla e ngaringa lut من صدر أدرى مود بلو على ميت تميل ميل تيراك لالوز ديال ميل ميل ديال لول تيراك لالوز يعني أمو وسبيلا بلور بلا المرايل مولونجيل بسول friendly nation دي كده تونج presidente نعمل مرينا سولم كده كان تنيول مغلوريور دي كان senator مالو بن أديريجت سبيجل دي كده وريور لونجيلا presidente مرينا إشيل كاغرو سرني دي كده أدو المرسلونجيل ربط الليل مغونج تويل الجيرة بلور بلا مقبل مرينا سولم presidente
هلاديك تلاقي يمو غيدا مينستر مولو لا راسي السوم مال ايشو immigration ادي بسا maybe the amendra la بسا كليسي لسه director immigration اوبا power بسا كليسي minister بسا minister whole delegator تي maybe help speed up our process تي ده صورة something that we can do man sulang la sel samrira tora compact then close to tra tra bla bla dengelo se kida dingaram saudara audod sulang
aku tiap ale presidente tiap mereka sulang kau a minister finance tiga role ministers balungil ay saya report ka presidente bain other state atibol laklet tomur merengelo sestial lungyol almeng mo freedom mora beklat sel du beklat ta other state diakal etrar se watigal senators tigaw sodra a ministry may gen buklol ak malinga suleme presidente diregal lolita ka mo ko minister mo da glorora Elizabeth a minister education of tira ada hospital no se ve la melgeo como igual mang esar la abrir la pela school from melgeo el mo hospital seguida arangalela ali de si braga del blue emnaria tergive la posición la pedir la rad e turunda so sentir el melgeo di majority ne tirir adang esar ma adra ang iwan tembechen sangtem la mo officially en mo hospital elementary school e di medo e presidente informally sa amin tapa pinira leaders aruba ka mga governors mga adrolbil mga mama delegate sa girkal del blue le gong rolita no mi mo kom declaring e presidente so name del hospital ongerung e ngaria bebira koreng sa bibira ada seneta tambal ko wasing dalam hospital dikil del blue a east adi hospital ding esar mamriyo kom ang iwan ang arar tangari agyuk kurni mangaralong may ray mga riyagyo kulngi. Matas pala la exclusive, hindi borak mo del state. Wasay ka. Abang mung segida. President atrahaw sa marsori lom tira ministers. Makulita ka mag-assure tilo sing extend imemol de delegates egida musyora osisiu gi complete president logro kung kela state umamya right adel nari o makakbringa sule me presidente dia kadil immigration ma custom por tergible mal tafar ala minister of finance ko tergible tu a uniforme la kalsal bageu kita we're dealing with immigration tourists laborers from another blue. Several system ito ka di mataktar ave. Hindi ka kagilid wa segi de nga kamasin at president alam mo tell kim sumam hold a hearing. Agi di hold din na abay with time na begin niya a president mo di minister of finance mo. Bebeka mo ra detail. Kita ko on behalf of the delegates president. Kung mamati mo ngira supplemental from the Senate. I hope in most of LD 1 week in May order sulam.
Nakamal di man ang asaul. Musubes ang maram lo de katela lami silenir kami kung madim na lami silenir executive branch. Also mil mutro kola imra meeting ada be ada utra do ang malak maligi mal open eleng ngira del blola do kung taso esel ada do eta share information e kita se otra kle ang ngira la blur bela mak malim renga suliu tiar temiu nasel up mom godon ara ansula